bro?
I don't know what just happened.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy King DV, and I'm with my co-host, Smitty. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's love, man.
Time for A.J. Brown. Michael Carter II.
They don't know Jalen Hurts like we know Jalen Hurts.
They was hanging on to Jalen Hurts.
Until next time, man, y'all know what it is.
Yo, in the words of BG, man, they don't know Jalen Hurts like we know Jalen Hurts. That's how you laugh, right? Well, yo, welcome to another episode of Inside the Nest, man. It's a lot to get into, but I'm your co-host, King DV. I'm with my other brother from another mother down south. What's going on, Smitty?
And it's good, man. You know what it is, man. It's always good on this side, man. So it's a lot of things cranking up about the Eagles, but you knew that was gonna happen anyway. You know how that goes.
What's crazy, man, is that I look forward to these Wednesdays, man. You know, we got Birds of Broad Street, we got the aftermath. It seemed like we on some type of like a little leash, man. I feel like that, on Wednesday, man, we could get a little loose.
You see what it's you see the title.
Get into some stuff.
How I'm supposed to go this way? The Eagles change Bradberry to return.
But look, man, first things first, y'all. Shout out to EC1, shout out to Stu. What's going on, y'all? Salute to the bro, man. The bro is actually monetized right now, man. So, salute to him. You could support his channel, support the movement. Also, we're going to be getting
man, don't salute me, man. Salute the people, brother. Salute the people. You gotta salute.
No, he could have.
See, look,
he could do it.
I'm putting in the work. But without them, there would be no me, man. And without them coming out, man, and showing love, man, there would be no Smitty, man. So I appreciate y'all. I thank every one of y'all, man. I mean,
and that's where I'm at. We both monetized, and just support the channel, man. We're gonna start doing giveaways, especially this upcoming season. We just gotta, get everything lined up, But at the same time, man, it's just a great feeling when you got the support from subscribers, things like that. Just keep doing what you're doing, rocking with us. I know y'all rock with other content creators, but it's something that we're giving y'all that y'all like, that y'all keep coming back. So we appreciate that. What you want to get into first, though?
Oh, hold on, let me do it. You see it, man. I put it up there for a reason. I want to get into that immediately, man. Immediately. I couldn't say what I wanted to because I ain't really get to hear what was going on. So then I was like, hold on, wait, what? James Bradberry is under contract. So he's a part of what plans?
All right. Who you want to go first, bro?
You can go first, bro.
All right, so this is what I got. So I did do a video. If y'all didn't see it, after this video, please, go, watch it. I'm 50-50 on what that means because I know it's smoke and mirrors with Howie Roseman. I know how he goes about these pressers this time of year because he don't want to give nothing away. I get it. And between him and our PR, man, they're a work of art with doing that because nobody see any moves coming still. I feel like when he said he's under contract, so he's a part of our plans. You could take that with a grain of salt. You can sit up there and think like, okay, well, he's going to be restructured to free up some more money. You could take it as he's a part of our plans to try to get something better and get him off the team, get him off the books because we're going to get something better along the way. It's so many ways you could look at it, man. He probably got plan on top of plan, and we just got to let him cook. That's why I posted on Twitter that, it frustrated me a little bit because when he said it, but then I had to look back like, hey, he said he's a part of our plans. He didn't say he's going to be on a roster. He didn't say something like he said he's a part of our plans. The plans is from now all the way until what? August. So, hey, anything is possible. Anything can happen, man. If somebody actually wants him, then they can have him for the right price, because we still got to look out for the Eagles at the end of the day. But at worst, I feel like a restructure is coming to the point where it frees up some money, and we can get some other guys paid.
Well, as you can see, there is a nice question mark at the end because we don't know. I obviously looked at it from a 50-50 standpoint, DV, where I was like, could James Bradberry come back? But part of your plans is a very broad spectrum. So it's a very open statement. Like a part of our plans could be a part of our trade plan, part of our cut plans, a part of. He didn't say like James Bradberry is a part of the starting plan. He's not a.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say he's a big part of the team moving forward. He said he's a part of the plans. There's a lot of plans. You put out a lot of plans. There's a lot of plans that you put together for an offseason. You have the cut plans. You have the trade plans. You have the draft plans. You have the free agency plan. Mm-hmm. What plan does James Bradberry fit into is what you got to start asking. Is James Bradberry considered the starting of the season plans? Will he be a part of the team?
It's crazy to think, because I feel like that sentence that when he answered that question says a lot, and you could take it so many different ways. It's almost like Doctor Strange, man. I'm a Marvel fan. I'm sorry. So it's like almost Doctor Strange. There's so many realities that you could go with, and it's almost like, we got to see which one that it works for the Eagles. I'm leaning towards that we're going to restructure him. I think that nobody's going to bite on James Bradberry because of the inconsistency.
But you saying something? I'm going to take him with a 3-year deal instead of a 2-year deal? It's even harder for me to concede that they want an extra year of his trashness. If you restructure, you have to put a year on the end to restructure.
Elena, what's up? Are you subscribed to me, Elena? Because Elena, I was trying to give you a wrench. I'm just letting you know I was trying to give you a wrench. I already gave Stu a wrench. But if you subscribe to me and you're on my channel, then I could give you a wrench. But I feel like this, right? I feel like James Bradberry is going to be a key to multiple plans of Howie, A, B, and C plan. Oh.
Well, I hope all of them include him not being a Philadelphia Eagle. I hope
it's only going to be no. I'm gonna look like I don't know if you into Marvel and all that. I don't know if you've seen the end game, but one. One plan includes him with not being an Eagle.
All I want Howard to do is this. That's it.
No,
that's it.
He's not going to do that.
James Bradberry.
He's not going to do that if the league is making it impossible to move that contract. It's not going to happen. And that's just me being realistic. I don't want him on this team either, but it's me being realistic that
listen, you got to think. We finna get extra cap. That $4 million cap hit is not going to bother Howard, especially after he make all his moves and he bring everything in. So June 1st, Howie turns into Thanos. And he
like
keys in on Bradberry, get the hell out of here.
But like you said a couple episodes ago, you could cut him before June 1st.
Yeah. He'll be cut before then. But he'll be a June 1st designated cut.
I just want to so that we get up to that 60 million and we could make some noise. Now, the only person that I will bring back that we're talking about consistently is Kevin Byard. That's the only person. Besides him, the Avonte Maddox, the Bradberries, they could go.
I'm done with Bradberry, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm done with Maddox too. And Kenneth Gainwell. Because if I hear one more person tell me that Kenneth Gainwell is my starting running back for next year, I'm going, I'm going to lose it.
Mm-mm. There's running backs coming out this year that's better than Kenneth Gainwell.
Man, give me Swift back, and then you can draft any running back you want.
It's about the exit price, because think about it like this. Let's talk about Swift real quick, just because you brought it up. So Miles Sanders, when he left us, man, he got $6 million a year, almost about 6, 7, 8 million a year. Swift is better than him. Do you think that Howie's going to pay that if he's asking that?
It's not about Swift being better than him, right? It's the market of the league. You know what I mean? You got to think. I think the market right now for a Derrick Henry is like 10 million, right? So where does Swift fall from there? I mean, I think his highest market right now is maybe 8 million, maybe. And
Would you pay?
No.
Would you pay?
And that's with a team that's not Philly. And that's maybe. That's maybe. And that's probably on a prove it deal. That's probably a 1 year, $8 million deal. So for me, I would give him a multi-year deal, and I would make the numbers correct. You know what I mean? I make the numbers look good enough that he could play football, but I don't think Howie's paying more than what Miles got last year.
I agree. I think that he's not going to pay more than that. What's so crazy about Miles Sanders and DeAndre Swift, because DeAndre Swift is just coming off his best year of his career, period. I feel
Miles
like
was
that
too, wasn't he?
Yes. But I feel like this offensive line made them boys. And that's just me being honest. I think DeAndre Swift is great. Before he even came to the Eagles, I felt like that he was better. No, listen, I feel like that he was better than Miles Sanders.
But I'm 50-50 this year about how much he really benefited for our line like he should have, bro. If we was the line we was last year with Swift, Swift would have had 1,700, bro.
He would have had 2,000 yards rushing.
I'll say 1,700 because you still got to give Jalen Hurts the rock.
I understand that, but at the same time, you don't have to run Jalen Hurts that much, because you see how much damage that DeAndre Swift did when he got to that second layer. Just imagine if he had the block of Jason Kelce or so forth going upward. He didn't
I think it was
have
just
that
so much shit, but it wasn't no adjustment to the run game. We just kept running zone read every time. It was no switch up. It wasn't no like pinch hit. Like it was nothing to change the flow of the game. Like it was like zone, outside zone. It's like
that's because Nick Sirianni is tunnel vision. He's tunnel vision. He said it. He said AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, they get the rock. That's where it goes to. He didn't say anything about DeAndre Swift, and that's where he's at. Whereas though that you activate him in the run game and the pass game in DeAndre Swift, it opens the whole field up, and he don't realize that. You know, I feel like, and this is why everybody's saying we gotta sign DeAndre Swift back, because we got a coordinator like Kellen Moore that can open the field up at least. At least. The only thing he can't do is stick to one plan if it's working consistently. Change it up because the defense is going to adjust. This is the NFL. That's the only thing that I'm concerned about with Kellen Moore. Now, with DeAndre Swift, you get him out the backfield and catching the rocket and making a play and making people miss and everything like that. It opens up a whole new playbook.
But to me, it ain't Kellen Moore getting stuck on it working. It's getting stuck in the pass in general. Like it ain't even like it ain't like I can go to a game and be like, oh, the run was working, he's stuck with it. No. He will be killing you and be like, you know what? This is a good time to let Jalen Hurts get a touchdown. he'll call some pass play that's no need to call, and it's everybody looking like, why'd you do that, Kellen? And then, you know, in the other guy's perspective that used to be his quarterback, throws the interception, and everybody goes, oh man, Kellen Moore called a bad play. Which is ridiculous.
Here's the thing, right? With Kellen Moore, yes, he does get pass heavy. I agree. This is why I say things like Derrick Henry would not fit in this scheme. I don't know why people are hype about getting Derrick Henry. I understand he can run people over. I can understand he have exciting runs. He can stiff arm, whatever the case may be, right? But it's not the Eagles in Kellen Moore's offense. It's not. Now, going back to the presser with Nick Sirianni and Howie Roseman, Nick Sirianni part. There you go. There you go. Shout out to Miss Ash, man. $10, man.
Ash.
Yeah, we monetize. Both parties is monetized, but hey, I'm happy that he's monetized, man. The bull work hard. Just sidebar. He works hard and he's on live, everybody live, and he's just been doing his thing, and it's been a long road, even though it hasn't even almost a year for him, but it's almost like
it's been over a year
in the community. Is a little over a year. Yeah. So hey, he just got monetized, and I don't know if I was the first to know, but I know that I'm happy for him. I think that he's winning right now, and that was a big thing for him. So shout out to Miss Ash for doing that.
Yeah, man. I don't know, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm scared of the other option that people might pursue, which is Austin Eckler. I don't want him to come over here for some weird reason.
I don't want him to come over here because he's not going to be here.
Who?
That's why I don't want him here. Eckler.
Bro, listen, you got to think, man. I mean, let's be reasonable and understanding. That's a guy that Kellen Moore just had a connection with. It's possible he fits the scheme, but he can't run the ball. Nothing. So you definitely gonna need a running back that can run the ball. But
exactly,
Austin Eckler working the pass game like they want him to.
That's cute. But what I'm saying is he gets injured.
I mean,
like,
but
wait.
Hold on, the Chargers also have the worst injury slate in the last 5 years too. Now,
yo, bro, before you go though, remember on Birds of Broad Street Monday, and Trey was saying basically Swift was injury prone. I want to look at him like, what? You know how many running backs that people want us to get that's injury prone to the point where Swift lasted the whole year with us. He just got carries taken away from the Lions. He got carries taken away from him, and he's became obsolete to the point where they could get younger and get cheaper. So I understood that deal, and then we ended up signing him, got a gym, and now we got to pay the home kid. We have to because this is the only way that the offense would open up to the point where we're back at 2022. Because yes, they're going to be like, all right, well, we could box it in and everything. It wasn't really using Miles Sanders in catching, but they could use Swift in catching out in space. They could do that.
Listen, so I'm just saying, option B, if Swift is not to come back, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Austin Eckler. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I just wouldn't.
I don't want him. I don't want it to be to the point where we're just rotating running backs. I think that he has, just like Simone said on Bros of Broad Street, we have
I agree with you. I don't want to change running back.
No, I don't want to change running
It's
backs.
a unity with him and Jalen Hurts after a year. That second year probably gonna be the explosion where you can bring the RPO and shit back.
What Dave Chappelle say? Unity. Yeah, you want to. You want to.
Oh,
you want to.
Miss Ash stirring the pot. We keep Austin healthy.
I like Miss Ash. Look, I thought about that too because I'm like our line. If we go back to playing the way our line normally play, because last season I don't know what they were doing, but if they go back to that, I feel like that he could be dangerous. He could be dangerous, but at the same time, I need a guy in here like Swift, and I need a backup guy. I need a backup guy like that can block basically. I don't need Kenneth Gainwell in there. We've seen his ceiling. So we don't need that. Come on, man. You got
I see it. Greatly appreciated it, brother. What's happening with you, man? You know what I mean? What's happening?
You got to. Jigga gave me my first super chat, man. There you go. That's your second one.
Yeah. And it's love, man. I can't believe it, boy. I didn't. But no, listen. Hold on. I gotta stir the pot.
Go on.
At 22, I got a funny feeling, right?
Go ahead.
We take a center.
I don't like what you cooking right now, bro. I don't like what you cooking right now. Because that's not going to happen, bro.
Why? Why wouldn't it?
I can see an old lineman, like I said. I can see Tyler coming.
So look. Look at it this way. Cam Jurgens, stoutly want to keep Cam at right guard. We don't have a center. If Kelsey don't come back, what would stop us from taking a top rated center at 22?
Because the top rated center is not going to be in the first round.
Yes, it is. JPJ.
I'll have him early second, honestly.
But I mean, 22 is early second. Let's be real. Yeah. 22 is early second. So I'm just saying, like, I'm just keeping it real. What happens when you look at the board and you say, dang, offensive lineman right now look kind of crazy.
But see, like I said on my video, I said we really don't know what route he going to take. I know he got plans on top of plans. He's Howie Roseman, but at the same time, we don't know what players he got until free agency start in about 2 weeks. And we don't know what players he has until he's being active, because he said he's going to be active. I don't know about aggressive, but he says he's going to be active in free agency. So we need to know where he's going to go with it.
Is he going to be aggressively active, though?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know if he's going to be aggressive.
It's cool to call. It's cool to pick up the phone and talk to everybody, but are you going to be making efforts to sign people to the team? Because like it really been seeming like he kind of been weaving around even in the little interviews and the chats and stuff. We reaching out to all the players. Like you can't really even pinpoint who we taking, because we done reached out to running backs, quarterbacks, linemen, linebackers, kickers, punters. Everybody done came through. So it's like there's no like, how do I say it? Like, it's no picture right now to paint. You know what I mean? To really see what's going on, because how we ain't been able to move. Like he been bringing in, like the people you see him bringing in that ain't on big contracts. They really like, they could be gone before after camp or whatever during camp. They could be easy cuts, man. But I'm looking at the situation where it's like, we got to do something. And I don't want an old lineman, DV. So don't think it's me.
No, I know what you said.
I just look at the board. I look at Howie Roseman, and I know he wants the best player available, but he will play it safe. I feel he'll play it safer sometimes than he need to. Sometimes you just got to go out there and hit it. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I think that, the last couple past drafts, he got a player that was a need, and then he got somebody in the trenches. So I felt like that the second round would be somebody. I felt like the second pick would be somebody in the trenches.
I ain't want to say it, Jigga.
Verse would be nasty, and we could punt and on. That's crazy.
From somebody that watches a lot of Jared Verse, who he plays for my college team.
That's stirring the pot. That's stirring the pot because now they got me.
It's not stirring the pot. It's a very likely
a little bit.
move. I would be very okay with it. Wouldn't even argue. Wouldn't even complain. I mean, listen, we either going up or we going out. Like we gotta get on the path of understanding. So either Hassan wants to be a part of the team for a reasonable price, and he stays, and we move forward with an extension, and everything works out, or he wants 25 plus million. We get Jared Verse, maybe bring in a vet, and we keep it pushing. I don't want to lose Hassan Reddick, but I don't think we can afford to pay. I'm not going to say what a man is worth because he plays, he's out there, he putting his body on the line. So I can't tell him what his dollar sign is. I'll say I don't think we will be willing to pay him 25. I don't think we can afford to pay him 25. So if 25 is the number, I don't think Howie Roseman is negotiating that 25 is the number. I don't think you get an extension. Now, what I do think Howie is possibly willing to do is see what he can do as far as either giving you a little extra bread to pay this last year out and still kind of building around, or I can see him, as Jigga has said here, taking another young, defined D lineman and trading him. It wouldn't be unthinkable.
No, it would be unthinkable because if you listen to what he said, and that's another thing that I was like, really like had my wheels turning to the point like I'm like, yo, they're not at odds with this contract right now, and that's okay. I think Hassan Reddick quote tweeted, basically, he didn't want to seek a trade or whatever like that, but he understands it's business, so his team wants 25. That's the rumor. And then also we gave him an option of 20, between 20 and 22. So if he doesn't want to take the 22, I don't think we're going to go any higher than that unless the market calls for that.
22 is it. So
now if the market doesn't call for that,
Howie don't even want 22. He really want to give you 20, but he giving you 22 on the face value that you can't hear put in numbers and went to a Super Bowl.
But let me ask you a question, and everybody in the chat a question, man. Like, what is stopping everybody from paying Hassan Reddick? Because a lot of people are saying that Hassan Reddick is not worth it because he's about to turn 30.
No, it ain't about age for me. It ain't about age for me. It's more like,
so what is it about?
Like, I feel like you're surrounded by a lot of talent. You know what I mean? Like, you ever see like other teams when it's a lot of talent on the team, it's like, hey, we got to distribute the money properly. Like when the Heat put together the big three, everybody didn't get the money they was guaranteed to get at their singular team. I understand you want to get paid like these other guys, but most of these other guys are on teams that ain't really doing much. And they're the biggest star on the defense. They're the top dog on the defense. When you look at their defense, they're the first name that pop up, which is Myles Garrett. When you think about Myles, that's the guy for Cleveland. Nick Bosa, before he got paid, when you thought about him, that's the guy for the 49ers. Like, even though he has talent, he was the guy. You fear Nick Bosa. When you look at the Eagles, the narrative even if you don't want to be true about it, we're stacked on defense since he's been here, other than last year when we looked bad, right? The first year he had Javon Hargrave, went out and got a top dollar contract. TJ Edwards played like a dog this year with another team. They giving all these Fletcher Cox, Darius Slay. They even last year giving us James Bradberry, CJ GJ. So they start adding the talent up, and they like, well, you kind of got more talent than these other guys that's making top dollar. You should be willing to take a discount. And I think, Ash, I'm with you. I think 22 is a fair number. I think when you start moving into 25, 26, 27, you trying to get up there with Myles Garrett and TJ Watson and Nick Bosa's, and you starting to get in their money. I don't know if your significance to the Philadelphia Eagles is as much as theirs is to their respective organization.
Can you put Twiz comment about he's a sack merchant, but he's not versatile? I'm gonna start by saying that I agree with you, Jigga. I feel like that, you know, that's his job to get to the quarterback. This is what he does, right? We're talking about somebody like Hassan Reddick, 4 years straight, you know, double-digit sacks, right? On top of that, this past season, he had what? A couple games he missed because of the thumb or whatever, and then he comes back and still get double-digit sacks, regardless of what he did the last 6 to 7 weeks of the season. You know, he didn't get a sack since the Cowboys game, I believe. So, you know, you can't go into every game thinking that this man is going to get 2 sacks or more a game. You can't go into every game like that. But what you can see is that he does his job. Now, I understand when people are saying things like, you know, he's not versatile. We wasn't saying that he wasn't versatile in 2022. We weren't saying that. What we were saying is that Hassan Reddick is going to get a sack and everything like that. To this day, we're sitting up there saying, you know, against San Fran, we do not go to the Super Bowl without Hassan Reddick causing wreck in that game. We do not. You know, I think everybody could agree on that. So what I'm saying is, it's not about age with me either. You know, just to quote Smitty, it's not about the age with me. It's more so that I feel like certain people on this team, Bradberry, has Hassan Reddick's money, and he needs to be restructured so Hassan Reddick can get paid.
But DV, it's another guy on that list that's a sack merchant, right?
Who?
Myles Garrett. He's a sack merchant. He don't do much. He don't do nothing. He don't even drop. He's, as a DN, he is last. Appreciate that. Hold on, I'm gonna get to that in just a second. Hold on. He is last in dropbacks. He don't drop back. He don't drop back in coverage to help. None of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a situation like, how do I pay you like I paid Myles Garrett? But I don't think bruh is that dominant. You know what I mean? Like, I love Hassan Reddick, but I don't fear him in the manner that I fear Myles Garrett. When I line up, I'm like, where is Myles Garrett? Like, people don't really look for Hassan Reddick like that. Like, he's good. He get at the pass rusher, but I don't think the respect of his pass rush around the league is as a manner where his value around the league is the same. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you go to ask around the league, it's like, yeah, Hassan Reddick, man, yeah, he a decent pass rush. He get to the pass rush, like he get there, he do his thing, like. But it ain't like, oh, he one of them ones. When you look at his stats, you see the sacks, but I've seen him disappear. I've seen him completely taken out of the game, vanish. I've seen him in a game where he's so frustrated, he's switching sides to try to get the pass rush, and he can't get there. Like, Aaron Donald, Myles Garrett, T.J. Watts, the top paid D lineman, right? In crunch time, like I trust Hassan Reddick, but like in crunch time, I seen these dudes take over the game. Not just go get take over the game, like where you can't pass or run. You can't do any, and that's why I'm like, I want to pay him more. I think 22 is fair, but I don't think when you start to getting into that top 2, top 3 I don't know if Hassan Reddick is there for me. I love him to death, but I wouldn't pay him Myles Garrett money. I wouldn't pay him TJ Watt money. I wouldn't pay him those type of guys money. 22, decent for me. He get in the range of what I believe some of the other. I ain't gonna say he tier 2. I'm gonna say tier 1B pass rushers deserve. You know what I mean? You starting to get into Max Crosby money and stuff like that when you start talking about, and those are guys that I don't think get put in the conversation. Hassan Reddick don't get it put in that conversation with those guys. He don't get the notoriety of those guys. And even if I'm wrong about how I'm portraying it, that notoriety tells what your value is on the market.
Here's my combat on that, just to have a like friendly debate about this subject. In 2022, Hassan Reddick could have had way more sacks because he was helping other guys get sacks, because teams start zeroing in on him because he was causing wreck on their offensive line. I feel like that Hassan Reddick could have had way more sacks than he did in 2022. 2023, I don't even know what happened in the tail end of the season with everybody. It just wasn't Hassan Reddick, but everybody. Now, I could admit, I agree with you with Hassan Reddick. He when he's off his game, he allows the offensive lineman to dictate which way he goes, and also he dictates. Well, he allows the offensive line to dictate basically where they want him to go. Like basically pancaking him, making sure that he don't get to the run. The quarterback. The quarterback is throwing the ball fast, and it's nothing he could do after that. It's not like he's good in coverage. It's not like he's one of those guys that will chase somebody down. It's not one of those guys. He's one of those guys that I'm getting to the quarterback. And I feel like that it was that way because our lack of consistency from the linebacker position. And I feel like that's why it was a lot of him being dropped in coverage. I feel like that that's why, because it was a lot of he just didn't have that linebacker that was actually riding with him on the opposite side. It wasn't none of that. Hassan Reddick is a force. I'm not saying he's top 5 money. I'm not saying that at all. Like I said, 22 is fair. I think 22 is fair. What Coach said. I
think 22 put him in top 7.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. That's great.
Where he belongs. Top 7.
He got the increase that he wants. And
I think
basically
exactly what.
Get
hold on, let me thank Ms. Bergen. I want to appreciate you. Hey man, all y'all that gave me the super chats, man, y'all been riding with me a long time. So I appreciate every one of y'all, man. Even if you can't give, man, I appreciate y'all the same. Like, this ain't possible without y'all. You know what I mean? I appreciate all y'all, man. And the grind won't stop. You know what I'm saying? That was a small step for a giant, man. And, you know what I mean? So we're gonna keep building, we're gonna get better. But I want to see this coming. That's kind of where I'm at. You want 25, that's how you get it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I agree with Coach. That's what I was saying. That 22 million and then 3 million in performance incentives. I agree with that wholeheartedly because that's how he's going to get it. That's exactly how he's going to get his 25. But to piggyback on what Smitty just said, when he wins, we both win. That's how I look at it. I look at it as we big each other up. We always coming up with ideas and everything like that we could do for this show and everything like that. That's why I said that, us being both monetized, we can start giving out giveaways. we can start doing certain things, whereas though that now is benefiting you guys. Because at the end of the day, man, like he said, it's no us without y'all. It's no us without y'all, and I'm thankful for y'all being supportive of not just me but him as well. So, it's a big accomplishment to get monetized, but it's only up from here because it doesn't stop, and then we got to be more consistent. So, I thank y'all just for tuning in every week with us.
I think we've been pretty consistent though, man. We've been here every week, man. I mean, we ain't really missed a week in a long time. It's been a long
No,
time.
we haven't. We haven't.
We've been locked in, man. Hey man, y'all already know what it catches out every Wednesday, man. If you ain't here at 7:00 with the game, something gotta change. But back to Hassan Reddick. Yeah, the 22 mil, 3 mil incentives. If you say you that guy, man, you're gonna have to go get your dollars, man. And I think a lot of the great players have been made to go do that. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of guys that haven't got the biggest contract, but the incentives on the back end that you don't get to hear about are in that contract, man, and you get to go earn it. If you earn it, then that's your money. That's money in your pocket. I think he needs something like that, man. I think he need to, have to go out there and I don't want to say scratch and claw for his money, but you got to go out there and get it, man. At this point right now, 22 is the best number I think you're going to get from the Eagles. And if you want to be here, that should be a number that you're willing to take. I don't see why he wouldn't. You know what I mean? And because he said, let's get the deal done. He want to be here. If you really want to be here, 22 should be the number.
Right, because everybody, the reports is basically saying that it's his team that wants 25. And I'm sitting here like, you got the final say so as a player on where you want to be, what you're willing to accept. And, all they do is draw up the paperwork and the numbers and sign, and you sign the contract. That's basically what happens. So it got to be some of your say so too, thinking that, you deserve top 5 money. And if that's the case, then, I'm all for, doing what's best for the Eagles, with that, because we got a guy in Nolan Smith that deserves more snaps. And he can actually, get those snaps if Hassan Reddick is out the way, and he could be on that respective side. Now, I don't know how much leeway that you give Nolan Smith right away. Just thinking that he's going to have, the same or similar production as
Make him
a
a
guy
sack
like
merchant.
Hassan Reddick.
You put him in the same predicament as you put Hassan in. You give him
Right,
one-on-one,
but then like we talked about,
get the quarterback.
But like we talked about with Vic Fangio, he likes to basically put somebody in coverage. So if you make him a sack merchant, you put Sweat as as a coverage guy.
Mm-hmm.
But would that work? It could work because
if you leave him in the
that's
flat.
what teams.
I mean, you gotta leave him in the flat though.
But that's what teams were attacking us. Teams were attacking us on that side, so it could work. It could work, especially because Bradberry was on that side, and Reed Blankenship. They were attacking that side, so it could work.
It could work. It could.
That's something to think about. But yeah, I think Hassan Reddick, 22 is the most, and I feel like that. Yo, that's dope. That's dope. Shout out to Miss Ash. Being consistent, man. Like, that's sis. But 22 is the most that we could give him, man. If team's been calling, because that's what the rumor is now. Not even rumor, but it's fact. Team's been calling about Hassan Reddick, the trade, and what we're willing to give take. I don't know. Because I don't even know what I could get from like Atlanta that would make Howie be like, all right. I don't know what we could take from any other team that called. And I'm like, all right, I don't know. But for some strange reason, a lot of people want L'Jarius Sneed. A lot of people want that guy.
He big on the list right now, but I don't know. I don't know, brother. I'm shaky.
He
So
has that.
Listen, I think, honest to God truth, me personally, I think he benefits from what his defensive coordinator and his defense brings to the team. I don't want to get involved with a guy that possibly comes over here and gives me the Nnamdi Asomugha effect.
Because they was talking about that. They was talking about how that was with him and Steven Nelson. They talked about some other guys too that we got, and it was just like bust. I feel like he's gonna get here and hurt us more than help us. I feel like that, because he was at one point, besides Sauce, he was the highest QB in penalties. So besides Sauce being a big name, I'm saying, yeah, he was high in penalties. So he can hurt us more than help us, unless Vic Fangio is not playing none of that mess. I know a lot of people like him because he got that CJGJ attitude and everything like that, but so does Eli Ricks. He just need more experience. And then it's like, you get Snead. What do you do with Bradberry? Because it's like now you gotta. I don't know, because Isaiah Rodgers, I want him in the slot. I don't want a guy that's not going to be here.
Yeah, I do. Avonte Maddox got to go, man. For real, bro. You think I'm playing?
No, I'm not saying Snead not good, Coach. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I feel like, because it happens in Philly all the time, man. I'm a Philadelphia sports fan. Besides Bryce Harper, besides him, anybody that comes here that we actually wanted, besides Harper and AJ Brown. Besides them, I feel like anybody that we wanted to come here, they did not play how they played before they came here. And then when we let them go, they right back to who they were. I feel like that. So I don't want Snead to come here and that's my get up. I feel like Snead will come here, have to adjust to a Fangio scheme, and I think his confusion will cause a lot of penalties on that side, especially if it's Snead on Bradberry's side, and then you got Reed Blankenship, and it's going to be some times where he think that he got to help up there, or he doesn't have any help. I'm just thinking about all the scenarios with Snead. I know Snead is a dog, don't get me wrong, but I would love Snead here, don't get me wrong. At the same time, I think that that's not one of those things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for help all around the board with this defense, because I feel like this defense need tackling, they need awareness, and they need to the point where they're willing to learn. That's another thing. Those three elements is what I'm looking for every defensive player, even the vets, even Slay.
Hey Ash, look, I ain't saying no more, man. That boy. Hey, listen, I don't watch my. I don't even know. Ever since I thought he was gonna become available, I've been tapped in. Boy, listen, you put Jalen Johnson on the other side of Slick.
I watched this highlights. I watched this tape.
I've been watching a few games. I just like how he play, bro. I just like how he play. He listen, if we can get Jalen Johnson, bro, I'm all good. I'm all good to the wood, man. I'm good, because I think he I want, you want to draft the corner, cool. You know what I mean? We could take that opportunity, but that's unproven factors that you don't know what's gonna happen, right? I think Jalen Johnson is like the best option. He's still young, opportunity to grow, opportunity to come in and fit inside the organization. Like, it's one of those situations, man, where I'm kind of ready to see what's going on, man. Like, I want to see if we get him here, can he contribute in the manner that I think he can? I don't got a doubt, man. I think he come in and set it on fire. I really take Jalen Johnson, man. I think he fit the scheme, and he know a little bit of the Fangio. So
I feel the same way. I think that he'll be a better mark than Bradberry the upcoming season. Now, like I said, I don't know if the Eagles are banking on Bradberry and his inconsistencies, whereas though that one year he's good, 1 year he's bad, and then I know how me and you feel, bro. I'm just talking about what I heard.
The organization don't feel that either.
I'm thinking about what I heard from Howie. Now, like I said, it's 50-50. I think that is at worst case scenario, he's going to be restructured. Worst case scenario.
I need that swag back, Miss Ass. I need somebody out there to slap somebody and tell them to get their shit together. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need them to. Hey, look. I think we could be in a great situation, man. If we bring in Jalen, man. I think we get a little swagger back. I think the pass rush even get better. I think the defensive side of the ball steps up a lot with that one pick. I mean, I know we still need linebackers. I know that.
Do you think Detroit will want Bradberry?
The only reason I don't see, they do got a struggling corner on the right side, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
He's struggling zone. I mean, I wouldn't say they wouldn't, but we probably would have to restructure and eat some of that money.
Yeah. If we could get CJ, and Jalen,
yeah. I don't know if honest to God, truth, I don't know if Philly will love him enough to treat him with respect coming back, how he talked about us.
They would. I guarantee you they would. After what they seen with Kevin Byard.
Oh no, I think they're gonna torment that man. I think he gonna
First of all, think about it like this, bro. We started the season out with Justin Evans. And we don't have Sidney Brown.
It's gonna be some fans. It's gonna be cool.
Listen, Sidney Brown is a fan favorite, but he's not due until like close to the end of October before he be fully healed. So of course they're gonna want somebody back that could, and a lot of people were saying CJGJ is that guy.
I don't know, bro.
But see, knowing the Eagles,
I'm like,
but listen, knowing the Eagles,
I'm 60.
Listen, knowing the Eagles, they're not going to even look that way. They're gonna go Eddie Jackson. Knowing the Eagles, because how we like to spit.
Yeah, if they sign Eddie Jackson, I'd be very upset.
Everybody would. Everybody would.
Very upset.
Because you could have just kept Kevin Byard. You could have just kept him and reconstructed him.
I don't know, man. I trust Howie and then I don't trust Howie because I got PTSD every time I think about all these.
Damn, Jigga said pass. Damn. That's crazy.
Hey, I mean, he kind of got hurt for us. He kind of got hurt for Detroit. Kind of got hurt for the Saints. I mean, you got to go with the majority, and it looks like he is injured prone. I don't listen. I told you I'm 60-40. I'm like 40 that I'll take him back, 60 I won't. And the only reason 40 that I won't is because of what I seen out of my safety this year.
You say you what? 60-40?
60-40. I'm 60 that I don't want him. 40 that I'll take.
I'm more 70-30 only because I see what he did in 2022. Now I remember he hurt his hand.
You 70-30 that you'll take him back?
Yeah.
So you 70, you'll take him back.
Yeah.
See, I'm opposite though.
But I understand that. But listen, the reason why is because I see what he did in 2022 when he knew what type of team that we had. And I feel like that how we could get somewhat of a team like that back. Probably not a 76 squad, but I feel like that, CJGJ played through some injuries, just like the hand, for instance, and he was able to get an interception in a crucial moment of a game. I believe that was the Dallas game. But I feel like he wanted to be here and he wanted to play, and I felt like he
Is the
just
energy
fit the
with the
mold.
players still the same though? Do the people on the other side of the ball that have to play with him still feel the same way about him after how he talked about the fans and stuff? Because a lot of them dudes that respect the Philly fans, bro, and they probably didn't take too kindly of CJGJ saying basically fuck them fans.
I believe so.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if a dude like Jalen Hurts feel the same way about you after you say something like that. I don't know if a Brandon Graham or guys that really got love for the fans, that really got love for Philly. I don't think saying fuck Philadelphia is a way where you get love in this city, dog. I just don't see it. It's hard for me to feel like he gonna come back and it's just gonna be open arms. There's gonna be no hostility, no turmoil,
not from the players. No,
I think so.
And he can win back the fans. Like I said, I feel like it's not like that at all. You heard everybody else in the secondary. They wanted him back. They're happy for him in Detroit, especially when they went to the NFC Championship. They was happy for him. So they didn't really throw shade at him or whatever like that. I think the players would be fine. It's more so the fan base or whatever like that. But it's easy to win fans over. It's even if you sit up there giving your heart every single game. It's easy. It's easy to do.
Yeah, but you ain't in a base where you win us over and it's over. That's the problem. Yeah, it's easy to win us over, but how hard is it to keep Philly love? We the city of brotherly love, but how much brotherly love do we give when you
just gotta stay? You just gotta stay consistent. You gotta stay consistent.
Look, all they're gonna take is him getting hurt, and they're gonna be like, "See, we should have left him alone. He came back. Look, you remember how he was talking crazy about us? Look at him now. Now he hurt." Oh, you know how Philly is. You already
I know. Bro. I'm an Eagles, Sixers, Phillies fan. I already know.
As soon as he mess up, they're gonna be like, "See,
I already know."
And then as soon as he mess up at the link, you gonna hear, "Boo."
I think you're not gonna hear that unless it's consistent. If it's consistent and that he mess up like 2, maybe 3 games, that's where you're gonna boo him. You're not gonna boo
opening
him
night. He getting booed.
up one game.
Opening night, he getting booed,
and that's cool. But then he catch a pick. Then what? Then he stop a huge play from happening. He bat the ball down. Then what? Or if your slot receiver or the slot corner, get injured, he plays that well. Then what? That's what I'm saying. It's so many things that he could do.
Yeah, you gave all the positives. What happens if he give up 6?
Then it's like, yo, he got work to do.
See what I'm saying?
But that's week 1. But that's week 1 though. We still got 16 weeks left.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm good.
I'm not saying I want him. I'm just saying if we could get him.
Because
every time we talk about Jalen, every time we talk about Snead, somebody like that, oh, they got that CJGJ attitude. It's compared to his attitude. Like it's
just the attitude.
But it's other players with that attitude. It's other players with that attitude.
Yeah, but he's more known for it now. They play him on ESPN. He on all the little gifts running up the butt, getting run up to him. So I mean, he's just known for the attitude at this moment. I'm just good. I'd rather just move on. He injured prone. I want to move on from Avonte Maddox, and they bought in the same direction.
Yeah, I feel like Avonte Maddox is done here. I feel like he's done here.
Oh yeah, we the boo birds for real.
I feel like he's.
We will boo your grandmama if she out.
We'll boo AJ Brown's daughter. We'll boo Embiid's son. Anybody in Philly will get booed. It doesn't matter because you're not showing that heart. And you know who I blame? I blame Allen Iverson. That's who I blame. because he was so good and he had so much heart and he gave it his all. He don't. I don't care if he's actually just shot 5 for like 38. His heart was there.
AI. I think he might be doctor. You got to think he was out there jamming on people, going hard. He was like the originator of it.
I understand that, but you talking about a 6 foot dude, not even fully 6 foot. They just boosted his height up. 6 foot going against guys like Shaq and everything like that. When he went to the finals, he had a broken tailbone. He had his whole body was just bruised, and he played through all that. He played against the Bucks, the Raptors, and I forgot the first team he played against, but that's what I'm saying. The heart was there. I feel like that's where Philly hold the standard of heart, consistency, and everything like that throughout all the teams, not just the Sixers, but everybody else. That's why a lot of people say, "Hey, the NBA is soft because Embiid is out and everything like that." Whereas the AI would have played, the NFL, we ain't got a guy that's consistent with their heart. We need that heart, and I think that we're begging a guy like Jalen Hurts to do something like that to bring the team to the point where we got that culture going. And I feel like I don't think we lost our culture. I just thought that we lost our way of winning because of the arrogance starting from the head coach, and then also the insubordinates of the players towards the coordinator.
My only problem is the offseason is going to be a lot of doubt. It's going to be a lot of misplaced, aggression towards the Eagles. Oh, they can't do this. Oh, they can't do that. Oh, they fell short here. Oh, look at last year. This is what happened. Can Jalen Hurts do it? Can A.J. Brown get back in touch with the team? Can the defense? It's going to be so much of that all season as we sign players, as we build the team back up again. Every time we sign a player, y'all can mark it down. Every time we sign a player, the next question after signing that player is, can the Philadelphia Eagles get back to the 22 Philadelphia Eagles? Can they get back to the Week 12 2023 Eagles when they were 10-1?
Bro, we know as a fan base, we know as fans of the Philadelphia Eagles or any Philadelphia.
But it wasn't like that. Teams. But the reason I'm saying it, DV, for you, go. Is because 2022, 2023 all season, you didn't hear that. All you heard was praise. Jalen Hurts had the best performance in the Super Bowl. He's gonna have another great season coming up. The Philadelphia Eagles. People wasn't even downing us about losing our coordinators. Like, oh, Brian Johnson was in the room. It's gonna be an easy transition. Sean Desai, he's running the same defense Jonathan Gannon ran. He's a Vic Fangio. I was even saying it. He's a Vic Fangio disciple. The defense isn't going to change much. They're not going to fall off. Javon Hargrave going, we got Jalen Carter. Like, you didn't hear the questions. You more heard how the Eagles are improving. You're not going to get to really enjoy the build. You're not going to get to enjoy as how it goes out. We're going to enjoy it because we looking at it from a different perspective. When you turn on ESPN, when you turn on FS1, the question isn't going to be, did the Eagles make a great pick? It's going to be, did this pick put the Eagles back as the 2022 Eagles? And that's what I don't want to have to deal with, but I know I have to.
In 2021, before we got to the 2022 season, the Super Bowl season where we lost, it was like that. It was like, what the Eagles going to do? So look, they know that we was going to make noise with AJ. They didn't know how it was going to go. They didn't know how it was going to go until we got like close to the Washington loss. And then after that, we started picking it back up. And it was like, okay, this could be a special year for these guys. These guys already got this many sacks, whatever like that. This is when it started to ramp up again. Last season, yes, the expectations was different because we made it to the Super Bowl. I feel like that our quarterback was the better quarterback in that game, regardless. I feel like that we got our coach last season also, like I just said, the coordinator, the coach, the head coach was arrogant to the point where he took over play calling on the offensive side, whereas though it confused some of the offensive players, and then you wanted to put it in the hands of AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts to make some plays or make play calling happen, and it conflicted with the offensive linemen. We've seen that a couple times throughout the season. And then also on top of that, you switched the offensive coordinators after a huge loss against San Francisco 49ers. You switch then. It's so much that go into the season, whereas though you cannot just blame one guy.
Cowboys was the last game this coach.
I thought it was San Fran. Because
he got that game against
what you call him first game?
Seahawks was his first game.
Seahawks was Matt Patricia's first game.
It was San Fran, Dallas, Seahawks.
It was Dallas. So what I'm saying is we can't just be like to the point where it's like, yo, they're going to say this, they're going to say this. I don't give a damn what they say. I want this team to be right to the point where the standard is winning ball games and put ourselves in a position to get far in the playoffs to the point where we got an opportunity to go back to the Super Bowl. Because if we're not playing this game,
I want to enjoy the offseason. It's not enjoyable when you're trying to look up statistics on the player you just signed, and the first 16 slides on Google is about, did this make the Eagles Super Bowl contenders? And it's nothing about his stats. It's nothing about it. There's no videos about him being a good player. It's all about Philly. That's what I'm saying.
But bro, we know that the standard or the stepping stool is, it gets higher for us. Period. That's the type of team that we are. If we made it to the Super Bowl, all right, can he do it again? All right, if we win the Super Bowl, all right, is this a legacy team? Is one of those teams that's going to keep going back to back to back, like Kansas City? They're going to compare that to us, to them. It's so much that's going to be against the Philadelphia Eagles because, like we always say, no one likes us. Why do we care about us not being liked? Why do we just care?
I like to enjoy my team, and I hate the hate.
We can enjoy it. We can enjoy it without the commentators.
It's different for me and you because I'm in places where we having real football conversations, and it's getting to the point where Philadelphia Eagles is not a football conversation that I'm willing to have anymore because people have this ideology of what we were or what we are. And it's like, bruh, like things happen. Or why did y'all fall off like that? It's like, I would have preferred to be able to be like, we fought. Like to end the way we do, it still hurt a little bit. Like to end the way we did, it left so much disgust in my stomach, bro. Like I really didn't like it. And then to have to deal with the negativity that comes with the end of the season continuously down this path, it's going to be like, I don't want to really deal with it. I don't want to really hear it. I want to be able to be like, let's just move forward. It's good. We good. But it's like dealing with the season, now dealing with the off season, it's like, I just want to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles building. I don't care about what the 2024-2025 season look like right now. I want to see what my roster looks like, what my team looks like, because right now we are the bare minimum. We don't really have anything other than like a few of our core pieces that's already signed to deals. And then I got to hear about Hassan Reddick getting traded, James Bradberry staying. Like, it's really at the point. When I heard James Bradberry is a part of the plans at first, I was so upset. I'm like, what are we doing? Are we moving backwards? We moving forward. And I need to know what type of Howie Roseman I'm getting also. Like, even if I'm not able to really, how I said, enjoy the offseason in the manner I want to, I would like to be able to be like, look at my GM really being aggressive, as you said earlier. Like, is he going to go out and really push the issue? Is he out grabbing top talent? Or are we looking at 30, 31, 32-year-old dudes that's probably thinking about retiring and going to sit on their couch and eating Cheetos getting signed by Howie Roseman?
I feel like for some strange reason, well, not even strange reason, for some reason that this year in the draft, in the offseason is going to be different only because you got guys that's respected in the Eagles organization and Kellen Moore that could have been the head coach for us. And then also Vic Fangio that, been in ties with the Eagles for years. So I feel like that they're going to have a lot of say so on who we draft, who we pick up in free agency, cutting the guy, why are we cutting the guy, anything. I feel like that, yeah, Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon, those guys got us to a Super Bowl. They did. Regardless if you like Jonathan Gannon or not, regardless if you like Shane Steichen or not, they got us to a Super Bowl. I could say, Nick Sirianni had a little bit to do with it, but I feel like with the coordinators that we had and the consistency that we had with these guys, I feel like that, that led us to a Super Bowl. I feel like with these two guys, if they click how everybody wants them to click, I feel like that, we're going to bring the right guys in to fit Fangio's scheme, but also complement Kellen Moore's scheme within whoever we break in offense. Kellen Moore does have a lot of trust in Albert. He likes Albert, and he thinks he can work with him. This is why, or part of the reason why that he was signed back. How he
Jigga, I don't think the heat in that kitchen is hot as we think it is, right? Think about this, what he's done so far. He replaced Sean Desai and Matt Patricia with Lurie's favorite defensive coordinator in the league, Vic Fangio. Turned around a guy that Lurie and Howie looked at to see if he was a possible head coach candidate and got him as the OC. And then you let those two dudes pretty much assemble the Avengers. If Howie just goes out and does a B in this offseason, he don't have to be B plus. He don't got to be A-. If he go out and give a solid B, I don't think that he's in that kitchen as hot as we think it is.
I don't think it was all about him. I think it was more so about Nick Sirianni.
I think Howie had some. I think Howie did because he allowed your boy to sign those two dudes, and Lurie probably was like, "See, you trying to let other people do the job. You need to be in those meetings. You need to be bringing in this talent. You see what happened to our team? Like he did let. I think he let Nick Sirianni get a little bit too much, and just thinking of Lurie, like, hey, you need to pull some of that back in and get out there and handle that because he shouldn't have had that much. He shouldn't have did that. Look at our team. We look disastrous down the stretch.
Yeah, we did. We did, but at the same time, I think that Howie Roseman tried to give it a shot. I think that Howie Roseman trusted Nick Sirianni a little bit too much, to the point where he didn't. I guess he oversaw his arrogance, where it was supposed to be Brian Johnson calling the offense, but instead Nick Sirianni actually butted in. What did he say? How he said it yesterday. We missed some players that left. He could. That's what I'm saying.
I think it could. I think it's more TJ. I think it'd be more TJ Edwards he's talking about than CJ. Because him and TJ had a bomb.
So listen. Hear me out. What if we could trade Bradberry to Chicago for TJ? I know you'll do it in a heartbeat, wouldn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I would. And take Jalen Johnson too. So all that'd be good.
That would be.
I can see him bringing back somebody. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Howie don't mind moving backwards.
He don't. He'll spin the block a couple of times.
He'll spin the block on somebody. I think he had to be talking about TJ over CJ.
That would be crazy if he get TJ back.
Because him and CJ didn't end on the greatest of terms, and he probably don't like what CJ said in the social media and all that stuff about him. Oh, he ain't called me with no offer, da da da. You lying on his name and stuff like that.
Mm.
And Howie petty, bro. Howie be watching. Howie be listening. Howie is petty, bro. We all know it, bro. Last year on that run, Howie was very petty on the way back to the Super Bowl.
No, see, coach. I don't think it's the same. Only because Hassan Reddick is still under contract for at least one more year. I think with CJ, it was more so that he was trying to resign, but it wasn't a deal being made.
Maybe the Hassan's contract situation is the same.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
No, we actually offered him close to what he wanted, though.
Oh, CJ, yeah.
Not CJ. I'm talking about Hassan.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I don't think we got close to CJ number what he thought he was worth.
Because we were in the middle of signing CJ and then also trying to sign, I believe it was Slay at the time. I believe it was Slay at the time. Because Slay was about to go to Baltimore.
No, but it wasn't Slay at that moment. It was at first it was CJ, and then it went from Bradberry to sign Bradberry and Slay back.
If CJ would have signed back, Bradberry wouldn't have been on this team.
No, not at all. Not at all. It was one or the other. It was one or the other.
I see it, Coach. Coach, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, they both were allowed to go out and test the NFL to see where their market was. I get it, but
I don't think Howie had any interpretation that it was going to go bad with CJ, and I don't think he had any inkling that he was going to have to contact Bradberry. I think he really told Bradberry go test the market, hoping CJ come and sign his deal. And we don't ever have to have a conversation again. But then when CJ gave him trouble, he was like, all right, hold on. What's going on now? What number look like out there? You know what I'm saying? Let me holler at you. Since we, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like why I'm like kind of like I think how we'll move on. Cause I think he was the last resort. He didn't want to lose all those pieces. And he was like, I know I can get Bradberry back. It wasn't one of those situations like I need Bradberry. Bradberry was one of those guys that was leaving the team that he knew all he had to offer was a decent amount. He can get Bradberry back.
I agree. But let's talk about the combine. Let's talk about who's coming into the league. Now,
who you want to talk about? You know my list long.
You know who I'm talking about first because a lot of people like him. Yeah, a lot of people like him. No, listen, hear me out, bro.
I'm just saying I don't want to deface the young man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to characterize the young man as anything other than a blooming prospect. But my honest opinion on him is you can go first.
I feel like that he's his daddy's son. I feel like that he got a lot of old school in him, and I feel like that doesn't resonate with the league today.
What I did?
I feel like that he would be a good fit with the Eagles, but at the same time, I also feel like that we're not getting what we're missing with Jeremiah Trotter. That's where I'm at with it. I think that Jeremiah Trotter is just a name that the Eagles could sign. It would be good for business because now a lot of people buying Trotter jerseys and stuff like that. And then, Jeremiah Trotter is going to be in attendance at Eagles games and everything. You already know what it's going to be. But at the same time, I feel like that, Jeremiah Trotter being here is more so, I don't know. I just feel like that he's not the best option. I kind of wouldn't be mad if they went with that because of what I just said. It's a business move. And also, a lot of people will buy that jersey. But I got another person in mind, my favorite linebacker, but I'm going to let you talk about Jeremiah Trotter.
I can name a many linebackers I would take before Jeremiah Trotter. And that's no knock on Jeremiah, but he a decent linebacker, but he don't fix the needs. He doesn't hit the points of what we need. I don't want to say I wouldn't draft him, but I would take, Cooper, I take Wilson, Colson. Oh God, I don't really want to get into like all the players I would take in front of him, but he just, to me, is only being boosted up because of the lineage here. You know what I mean? Like I don't even want to do it. Like I would take so many linebackers. I would take Jeremiah Trotter too, but he's probably on my list, probably 4th or 5th. He's probably 4th or 5th. I can name 3 off the top of my head I would take in front of him, and then him and that linebacker from Michigan kind of in the like bounce back and forth for me because I'm watching the tape from both of them and it's just like Trotter maybe by a little bit because he got a little bit more agility, a little faster. He got a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, going on, but maybe by a little bit.
He had 88 tackles, I think about 5.5 sacks. I like the fact, the positives. I like the fact that, he can stop the run. He's quoted today saying that he's good on the blitz. I don't know how that would fit Vic Fangio's scheme. I know he's starting to blitz, but he doesn't blitz as much as, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is used to in college. So where would he excel at? I know that he knows how to follow the quarterback. I know he knows how to do that. 6 foot. I think out of all the highlights in the game tape that I've seen, I think I've only seen a couple passing plays where he did damage and disrupt the pass or intercepted. But overall, I just think that he's not a good fit. I just think he's not.
What's the obsession with Kool-Aid though? I see a lot of people like Kool-Aid too.
Somebody on my video said that they like Kool-Aid because it's a cool name. I said that's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
if I'm taking the cornerback out of Alabama, it got to be Terrion Arnold though.
Yeah.
They don't really want to get in that shit with me, bro.
Yeah, not Kool-Aid though.
I wouldn't touch Kool-Aid with a 10-foot pole.
I want to touch Kool-Aid. I'll get Mitchell over him. I'll get Mitchell.
A lot of people got Mitchell. I don't like, bro. Listen, somebody said on a post I made earlier, small market players ain't meant for Philly. Like if you come from a small market college team, coming to Philly might not be the best place for you to be at, bro. This might not be the nicest place for you to play. I don't know if you could, because they don't make it here. They don't blow up.
So what you mean by small market? Do you mean that it's more so like they
not playing
prioritize
talent
that
in
team?
college? They're not playing like who is Toledo playing?
Yeah, that's true.
You go look at Toledo's schedule, you don't even know half the people on the schedule. You're like, dang, what? This team exists? Oh man. So it's like, if you throw him in, like Nate Wiggins better than who?
That's what I'm
not Terrion Arnold.
Straight up for Nate Wiggins.
He might be better than I think he's better than Mitchell. I don't even think he's better than Rakestraw, to be honest. I like Nate Wiggins, but Clemson don't give out good DBs either. Let's not get into it. Let's not get into it.
No, I'm gonna keep doing this until we go off. But for those, that just coming in, commenting, looking at the live stream. I salute y'all. We both appreciate it. But I do want to. It's a celebration. Both of our channels are monetized, but Smitty just got monetized today, man. Just support the channel and everything. We thank y'all because without y'all, we wouldn't be able to be monetized. Y'all loyal, and you're smart. Not to sound like DJ Khaled, but it's one of those things where as though that we appreciate y'all, just supporting the channel and everything. Like I said, we're going to be working on some things about, giveaways. I don't know, we could buy a ticket, just having a raffle, things like that. So, you got to stay tuned for that for the upcoming season. But, I do want to salute, Smitty for getting monetized and, he's been getting love all night so far. So we need to support the channel, because when he win,
all right, hold on,
the team win.
I appreciate that, but hold on, I got some facts. So they said they want to draft Clemson cornerback, right? How good was Andrew Booth? Can you tell? Do you remember Andrew Booth?
I remember him, but I'm trying to see his stats.
Yeah. AJ Terrell, decent. Tanner Muse, do you know anything about? Oh, no, okay.
Not move.
Kavon Wallace. Kavon, okay.
Yeah, I remember him. No shit, no.
Trayvon Mullen.
No.
Okay. How about
Andrew Booth Jr.
Corderi? I don't know how to say his name. Corjay Tanskerley.
No, I don't even know who that is.
What about Mackenzie Alexander? TJ Green. Man. Oh, here go one we know. Bayron Curse. I know him.
Mm-hmm.
He used to be a DB. He ain't a DB no more. He a linebacker.
Oh, okay.
So they don't have any I just don't think they I don't know. Clemson just don't put out enough top talent at the DB. And I don't know if it's the DB coach, if it's the recruiter, if it's the talent. I don't know. But I don't want to touch Nate Wiggins. I did when I did my show, I had him on my list and I started like digging into it. I'm like,
what's your thought about Cooper though? That's my favorite linebacker coming out.
He my second.
Okay.
But I definitely take him. I mean, I definitely take Cooper. Cooper, if he's there, I'm taking Cooper for sure.
Yeah, because
He gives us what we missing. 6'3".
Yeah.
255.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like that, he does everything, the positives of a Jeremiah Trotter Jr. and more, and I think he does it more clean. I think he does it more clean. And, the fact that he can disrupt plays, even if he misses a tackle, he can bounce back and get an assist. I feel like that aggressiveness take him far in the league. I just don't think that Jeremiah Trotter is better than him. I just don't. And there's a lot of people that I talk to here in Philly that they feel like that Jeremiah Trotter is the top choice, and I'm like, that's not the top choice at all.
He the top name. He the top name in the draft for the Eagles. There's nobody better than Jeremiah Trotter right now to the fans.
That's false.
You got to go look at the board. To me, I would look at the board. I don't know.
That's false. Because I know I was just looking. I think linebackers and defensive ends is going to be tomorrow, and I think that's what they're going to be looking at tomorrow. I think whoever's going to be there, we get to see them. Be at work looking. Probably going to take my headphones. So tomorrow it starts. Running backs is the third day. I know a lot of people were talking about running backs, just drafting a running back. Would you draft a running back in this draft?
Second, third round, maybe.
I don't see how we doing that second, third round.
I go third. I think top talent to be in the third round for real. It depends on how the draft fall for Howie too, though. If he feel like he done hit on, like, say for instance 2250, 54, 2250, he feel like he hit all the free agency he done hit a few times. I can see him taking the running back
in the third round. Wow. See, I'm looking between fourth and fifth with running back.
I don't know. I like how we like them third round running backs. He like second round tight ends, second round offensive lineman, and he like third round running back.
Yeah. But like I said, it's all depends on what we do in free agency.
Undrafted free agent linebackers.
Yeah. We don't have time, and that's why I agree with. We don't have time to sit up there and see what we got. I feel like that we got a window. I'm not saying the window is closing. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying that we got a window that we're trying to get a Super Bowl out of this team, and we don't got time for that. We could bring in guys that can perform now, and then we also bring in guys that can just learn. If we're going to bring back some vets, we got some guys that can learn from that. Overall, I just think that running back, I don't think that's it. It'd be smart, only because it's cheap, but that running back is not going to see no carries unless it's like we blowing.
Kenneth Gainwell got to go, bro.
I don't know if they're going to do that because Nick Sirianni like him, and I know Howie Roseman does too. So I don't know. But I want Kenneth Gainwell going. Of course, I would want Kenneth Gainwell to go because I felt like
the only reason he's not gonna go is because of the amount of money we got to pay him ain't really worth cutting him or keeping.
Kenneth Gainwell, I don't want him on my team. I felt like, and it's not nothing against him,
Yes,
just like
is. Yes, it is.
No, listen.
Be real. Let's be real. It is. It is something to do with him.
Why?
It is something to do with him.
Why?
It's first off, it's the relationship you have, that sick relationship you got with Sirianni. He loved you too much to take you off the team, even though
who fault is that?
Possibly should have lost your spot. But hold on. And when you're in certain situations, I just don't think you're a good running back. I think you play well in the passing game. I really appreciate it. But I don't think Kenny Gainwell is what people want him to be. I think his whole legacy is people looking for Darren Sproles 2.0.
I feel like that, like I said before, you're trying to put a guy in Kenneth Gainwell into a standard of a RB1, and he wasn't that. And I felt like that you try to shove it in our face over and over again. That's a pause.
I'm telling you, Ash, that's the only reason that people love that shit, man.
That's a pause.
That's the only reason huh?
But no, what I just said. Don't worry about what I just said.
No, I'm talking his ass. The only reason,
I know.
Like 60% of the fan base even care who Kenny Gainwell is because he looked like Darren Sproles.
No, I know that. I'm just saying that. I just
that's
think
wild,
like
bro. How our fans do sometimes.
Nick Sirianni offense shoved him in the offense consistently to the point where it was live play-by-plays we were a part of that was like, yo, where's Swift at? Why is Swift out the game? Because it was him getting those carries and him getting those looks. And I'm like, yo, Swift could do so much damage right now because their defense is on the field too long, and he could actually break out in a run, or he could be great in a passing game. And it's like, yo, what are we doing? Kenneth Gainwell is not the end all be all. And then I think it was a lot of frustration last season too, because we didn't see Rashad Penny. Even though we know why we didn't see Rashad Penny. I'm saying we know why we didn't see Rashad Penny.
I wasn't frustrated. I was confused. I wasn't even frustrated. I wasn't frustrated because I didn't know why he wasn't playing, and then I didn't know if there was like a deeper reason why they kept him. And then in my eyes, I'm like, were you scared to let somebody get him? And you know what? I low-key think they was, bro. Because I know who would have signed him.
Who, bro?
Dallas.
I knew he was gonna say that. Dog.
They would have signed him. They needed a power back bad. And they run the scheme that he fit in.
I guarantee you they would have.
Oh yeah, immediately. Soon as he hit the waivers or whatever we would have did with him, he would have been Dallas.
Gone. So speaking of Dallas, because I've been looking at, I don't even know. You gotta keep your enemies close, but they've been looking at Edrin Cooper too, and we're choosing before them. Do you think that the Eagles do that at 22?
I can see. Listen, funny thing. I think somebody could push our hand to take linebacker in the first round, low key. And I could see us taking Cooper, and I could see Jerry Jones being as petty as he is, turning around and taking Trotter. Just to be like, oh, there won't be another Trotter in Philly. The other one gonna have to play for Dallas.
I can see that.
just in spite of being, he hate us so much, he'd be like, y'all don't get him.
I can see that.
You know that's how they play, bro.
Yeah. You see what happened? What's going on, Gene?
Gene, your boy got monetized. Gene, I don't know how it happened, man. YouTube done let me get basically a Twitter check mark. What? This is crazy.
This boy said, I don't know how it happened. What? But nah, man. Look,
I don't. DV. All I did was press the little button. Nah, I ain't gonna even lie. It wasn't even easy. I got denied the first time, denied the second time, and then I had to appeal that thing. I was on the DV. I was on this thing like I'm showing them video. I got the bigger phone now, so I done turned my phone sideways. I'm showing them the video like, look, I changed the intro, and I went back to the old video. See the intro silent on these, like, and then they wrote me talking about my. But y'all just didn't look. Y'all just said no the second time just because. Y'all just said no. Y'all wanted to force me to appeal that thing, man. They made me appeal it.
But both of our channels are monetized. Most recently, Smitty got monetized. So salute to him. You can
been
find
monetized
my
by
new
like
page.
2 weeks now, right?
Almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. My monetization right now, I can shout out to Miss Ash. She just joined as a member. And
mine wasn't finished yet, man. So mine will be in there.
Yeah.
I definitely gotta get on the grind. I'm gonna drop some hot videos.
Yo, Jick is the MVP because I was just about to do that. So GG, just click that link that Jigga just put up, man, and subscribe to me, and you always support because okay, cool. But anyway, I think the linebacker, defensive tackle, or safety we should be looking at for the first pick. I don't think that it should be an O-lineman. Now, do I see Howie trading up to try to get an O-lineman? I do.
No,
I see it, I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just
The
saying
only reason
I
why.
see it. I
reason
wouldn't be
why-
surprised.
The only reason I don't see it is the depth of linemen. If it was
Okay.
like it was when we took Landon,
Okay.
if it was that type of draft class where it was kind of like probably only like 4 or 5 good linemen that you really could jump, but bro, it's like 25.
But it's one that got, or one maybe two that got the stamp of Lane Johnson.
No, I could
I think it's two. That's two of them.
maybe
Because remember the draft with Cam Jurgens, they took him in the second round. And we was like, why
yeah,
did
but
they
that
do
was
that?
because it fell. That was because it fell apart. The draft started falling. They started letting all the linemen that we had on the board probably start falling. We took him early
Jason
second.
Kelce-
It wasn't like late second.
But Jason Kelce stamped him too. That's what I'm saying. Why the same thing for Lane? Why can't that happen?
I don't think first though.
Not first. I'm talking about like moving up after we draft the 22nd to get him.
Moving up in the second round?
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay, I can see that. I thought you were talking about moving up from 22 to draft for
Oh no. That's stupid.
I was
No,
gonna say
that's dumb.
what? We
That's
finna
dumb.
do what?
That's dumb.
Ain't no
That
way
is
we do
dumb.
that.
No.
Man, I'll tell
For
you.
what though?
Okay, hold on. You said move up. I'll move up for Shanu,
Okay.
JC Latham,
I like Latham. I like it.
or I'll move up for Tyler Guyton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tyler Guyton is Lane first choice.
I mean, yeah, because he's 6'7", bro. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
That'd be my first
So
choice
that's his
too.
first choice.
That's
That's
a
his first
big
choice.
boy.
So I want him on the team, but at what cost?
But they ain't got him going crazy. He been available at 50.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's all about how, like you said, it's all about how they fall. But I
Bro,
can see
imagine
him-
this. Imagine the latest mock draft they dropping, right? They got 6 quarterbacks in the first round.
I've seen that.
So think about
That was
that.
all. Yeah, that was
That's
on both
26. That's 26 teams that's possibly taking. You got to think receiver still in there, corner still in there, edge rusher, maybe left tackle early. Where that leave us at? Now you got dudes like Guyton sitting at 40, 45. I'm moving up. I'll move up to 40, 45. I call Atlanta. But that's kind of also where I'm at with the Hassan Reddick trade. Like, I want to trade with a team that's early in the second round. And to all the Philadelphia Eagle fans that want to be delusional, we are not getting a first round pick for Hassan Reddick, bro.
No, we're not.
We not.
No, we're not.
Second round
We're
best. So I mean, if I was dealing with Atlanta, as people were saying, I need that second round pick, I need a future pick, and I need a player. And I'll give you probably Hassan Reddick in next year for it. Bro,
That's doable.
If Brock Bowers got took by the Eagles at 22, I'm gonna have to go take a cold shot to make sure I'm up.
A cold shot is more crazy.
I'm gonna have to make sure I'm awake. But Brock Bowers is probably has more talent than any tight end we've ever had on the Philadelphia Eagles. He give me George Kittle, Travis Kelce vibes.
Do you think that we go tight end? If you're Howie.
If you got a 22 and Brock Bowers is sitting there on the board, I think you have a tough time not drafting. Almost how we had with Nolan Smith.
Okay.
You got to think right now they got Brock
Can't
Bowers
see
what,
it, Ty.
top 10?
Yeah.
And he be
I can't
sitting there
see
at
it.
22?
I can't see him drafting the tight end first round.
I can't see it right now because I don't see Brock Bowers being at 22.
Okay.
But at 22, you got the best literally the best offensive player outside of quarterback right now in the rankings. Sitting at 22.
You think he better than Marvin Harrison?
I think he can do more than Marvin Harrison.
Okay.
I don't think Marvin Harrison's a great blocker in the run game. I
No,
think he's a liability. I think he quits on plays that aren't coming to him. I think he has decent route running, decent hands, but I think he can be manipulated to overplay sometimes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He makes his quarterback kind of put himself. But I mean, I know in the NFL it's gonna be a little different because it ain't as much freestyle as college. But he make his quarterbacks put some. That's why if you really look at their quarterback this year, he was just putting it where Marvin was going because he really didn't even have an opportunity. But Brock Bowers at 22, I just don't know how he passed that up. I don't. Unless the only way I see how he not taking him is a team that's really eager to trade a lot of capital from maybe early second round, 32 to 35, and they really want Brock, and they willing to give us way more than it's worth. That's the only way I see how he's being like, nah, I can't take it.
The sun, I don't know. It would shock me, but I feel like that, with Goddard being here, with Arbor O just being signed, we don't know who the third tight end going to be. Stoll is free agent. It is cheaper to get a rookie. I don't know. I just don't see him drafting like even if he dropped, I feel like that he still wouldn't draft a tight end.
I wouldn't be shocked. It would not shock me to see.
I would be.
With the 22nd pick, the Philadelphia Eagles draft Brock Bowers. I'll just be like, oh, okay. I wouldn't be mad at all.
No, you wouldn't
even be mad.
No. You wouldn't be that calm.
Yeah, I would.
I know you. No, you wouldn't, bro.
I'll be that calm. You know why? Because I'm being so much shocked for a moment. But to me, it opens up more doors. When you sign Brock Bowers, now Dallas Goddard's become expendable.
Y'all ready to just kick
That's the doors you start
out the door.
opening. Let's be honest. Let's
Y'all
just be
ready to
honest.
start kicking
Because think
everybody
about
out the door.
No. That opens the doors because now it's like, how much money do you got to pay Dallas Goddard on the next deal?
Well, it depends. Because remember, both of the seasons, the past 2 seasons, he got hurt. So it depends on what you want to pay. I think that Eagles got the leverage. I don't think the player has the leverage. That team doesn't have the leverage with Dallas Goddard. They don't.
Jigga, I try to tell people this. They didn't want to listen to me last year. I said in the offseason last year that this year we possibly could be taking the backup for Dallas Goddard in the draft. I said that last year. I said it to you, DV.
No, I'm just saying the first round, I don't see him draft for the tight end. I'm not saying he wouldn't draft a tight end. I'm just saying that
I don't even see, bro. To me, honest to God, truth, like 20. I guess you could say 22 is still considered the first round, but I think that's like the earliest second round to me, because I don't think like the way the draft gonna fall is so deep, so I can't really say it for this draft. But most drafts, like 22 to 25, you start pretty much getting second round talent.
Yeah.
This draft, 22 is still gonna be first round talent.
Well, see. I think this draft, honestly, some people that you didn't think going to drop is going to drop, and they could still be the first round talent. They're just going to be drafted the second round.
Yeah, but DV, the only reason I see it not happening like that because these players, dog, they hold so much leverage. anything that they think is going like look at when have you ever seen the top 3 quarterbacks? I'm not throwing. It's never happened like that before. They doing stuff where they just like I ain't doing that.
All right, hear me out. You draft. Damn, bro froze. So you draft. Is Smitty frozen? Are you good?
Am I?
Bro. Yeah, you good now.
Okay.
So what if we draft defense first round in 22. Then we move up to like I don't even know how we would do it. But what if we get another pick in like late first round and get Bowers? Like if he's like second roundish.
I don't see how we giving up no capital for a tight end.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. I just don't see him first round tight end, but I can see him drafting a tight end in this draft.
I just think about the offensive people in the room and just the opportunity to have somebody that possibly could be generational sitting at 22. I just don't know how. Me personally as a GM, I don't know how I would pass it up.
They try to sell you on Wiggins.
No, sir. Pass. I'll pass. Yeah, G, I don't know if it'll be first round, but it's possible. I'm just saying. A dude like Brock Bowers sitting at 22 just don't happen in a lifetime. Too many times.
Yeah, I don't think it does it, but at the same time, I think that Hobby's looking defense first, and he's going to look trenches first. He's going to look trenches first. He get the trenches going, then he's going to branch out. He's going to branch
fuck
out.
around at 22 and the wrong.
I think Jeremiah Trotter would be everybody's first pick. I beg to differ. I think.
Wrong guy.
Hold on, bro. You going in and out. What team is looking for a tight end right now? That's a good question. I would say probably the Raiders,
Chargers.
I'm trying to think of teams.
Chargers looking for tight end.
I know. Yeah. Chargers, Raiders. Not the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals is okay with the tight end they got.
I think the Cardinals looking more for receiver than tight end.
Yeah, that's why I think they're gonna get Marvin Harrison.
No, Chicago. The only way I see them moving out of the top 3 DV is if they favor Malik Neighbors more than Marvin Harrison.
I can see that. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they want a tight end, like say we at 22, and somebody wants him, and they give us a later first round pick and a second round pick for this guy because they really want a tight end, would you do it?
Maybe. I mean, it's hard not to. But hold on. She said teams looking so Chargers, maybe Tennessee too high, but maybe Tennessee, Minnesota, maybe
I can see
Raiders,
Tennessee.
Seattle,
The Texans too.
Steelers. I'm going down the list of the
Because
draft order. I'm going in draft order.
okay.
Texans, Green Bay.
Yeah.
That's about it for the first round, really. Unless Kansas City. Let's see. If he fall to Kansas City, we in trouble.
Saints might be looking for a tight end too.
I didn't say Saints. I thought they just drafted a tight end though.
Mm-mm.
You sure? They didn't draft the second round tight end?
No, I'm saying I'm not. They did, but if you could get him,
yeah, they got Jawan Johnson.
Okay,
So they got a starting tight end. He not top 5, but he top 15ish, somewhere in that 12 to 15 range.
I cannot wait until tomorrow, man, because everything will be unlocked to the point where we know who's looking at who.
What you mean tomorrow?
Well, with the ends, the defensive ends and the linebackers.
Oh yeah, you know how
that's
looking.
That's what I'm really concerned about. I know day 3 is running back, so I'm gonna just see if it's any interest from our organization, from the Eagles. I don't know. I just think that we're gonna learn a lot on where the interest is at, and basically I'm gonna just look for insiders to give us some insight on what Howie and Nick and whoever is thinking. I can't wait. I can
see if like a top 2 tackle sitting at 22 is possible.
Yeah, that's why I said Tyler. Tyler is going to be 22 if he's sitting there.
That's a reach though, bro. Jeez, I don't even think Tyler is a. I like Tyler, but I think he's a second round talent. To be honest, I think we take him in the first as a reach, but if we have to, we have to. I mean,
I think he's second too, but that's why I said that they would try to move up to get him in a second.
I would do that. I would do that. I would move
I think
up.
I think they should do that. That should be in the works. Like,
nah, if you talk about trading up,
I
would like to trade up. I think he's gonna go too high though. I was looking at Talisi Fuaga. I think he's gonna be too high though.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
Maybe. I wouldn't mind trading up 5 or 6 spots from 22. If you really want to go get a tackle, that's going top talent with Langley.
So you'll go to you'll go to what 19?
Yeah, somewhere in there. Well, I ain't got to give up too much craziness to get up there to get him.
Right.
The amount to be reasonable. But I would trade up in the second round for Guyton though. I would try to be somewhere between 35 and 42, somewhere in there. That's why I think Guyton is kind of sitting for me. Unless somehow he comes to this combine and go crazy. Now you got the combine warriors, so he could come in and go stupid.
If you were the Philadelphia Eagles and you had the opportunity to draft a running back, who would that running back be?
Braylon Allen.
Okay.
You ain't gonna, but that man basically Derrick Henry all over again, bro.
Yeah, but would that fit?
But he came from his own running scheme.
Okay.
Like, bro, I don't know if you 6'2", 240, 4.4 speed.
Mm-hmm.
Really like 4.38, but I'm gonna just say 4.4.
I'm just saying because I think what's wrong with my psyche now is that we in the running game we rely so much on Jalen Hurts, whereas though if we had a guy like that, I don't think we rely on Jalen Hurts as much on a run. I think he would just run when needed to try to open up the offense.
I think I like Jaden Wright, but I like Jaden Wright. What's up, Treese? I like Jaden
I
Wright,
don't know.
but I don't know, man. I want a big dog, man. I want somebody that's gonna muscle some shit, man. I'm ready to see one of those real running backs, man. That's really ready to do something, bro. I think Brett. If it's for me, just saying, I don't have the reach for him. He probably a good pick at 97.
Mm.
Me, I'm taking Braden Allen.
See, you are like, okay, let's go for the juggler. Let's try to get somebody that can make an impact and everything. I'm thinking about like one of those low risk, high reward guys. Like a
What you mean? Braden Allen is low risk.
lower than
He might even be fourth round but you gotta, that's a risk take though. That's a risk to be taken.
I'm just thinking about guys that can actually just, I don't know. Because I'm stuck on Swift being here.
My problem, Jigga, is his number gonna change depending on what that 40 time look like. He come out and run one of those 4.35 40s, it's over with. We're gonna have to take him at 54.
I don't know. I was just thinking
It depends on how Howie is looking at the running back room, how desperate he is to take a Braylon Allen or to take a running back somewhere in that late second, early third round or something like that.
What you think
It
about?
depends on what happens with Swift. It depends on what happens in the free agency market about getting another running back in here for a reasonable price.
Yeah. Because I don't think we could get like a guy like Saquon. I don't think we could get him.
I think we could. I don't think we could pay. I don't think we will pay. I think we can pay. I don't think we will pay.
No, because you got to start, the start from funds elsewhere. What you think about Bucky Irvin?
He decent. I wouldn't mind it.
Dylan Lobby? I think that's how you say his last name. I think he's from New Hampshire.
I think I know who you're talking about. Hold on.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah.
He can catch. He can catch.
He's like 5'9", 5'8".
I know. That's the only thing. The height.
I don't want another small running back, bro.
That's how I feel about Bucky Irvin, because Bucky Irvin is 5'10". I want somebody at least like,
yeah, but they be lying on those. Look, they be lying on those things, but them boys be 5'8", 5'9". Talking about, yo, you're on 5'11".
Yeah, they do that. They do that at every sport. They do that at every sport. I'm just thinking like if we draft a linebacker,
we could take Frank Gore Jr.
Huh?
Since you want to go, down the rabbit hole, we could take Frank Gore Jr. in the 6th round.
No, I'm good on that.
Why?
I'm good on that, bro.
He gonna play. He gonna play 20 years. He gonna be mid, but he gonna play 20 years. 20 years.
We don't need mid though. We don't need mid.
Because I don't know why people keep talking about Frank Gore, talking about that man no Hall of Famer. That was 20 years of midi. Midi.
Man. What else we gonna get into, man? It's something else that happened. Did you see the grades? Did you see the grades for the Eagles?
We 4th.
You think that's crazy that came out like right now though?
Hey, Jigga. Oh God. I ain't gonna say it, but oh God.
That's why I said. That's why I said I'm good. I'm good on that.
Man, it's daddy.
I'm kind of hesitant about them possibly taking
And Eagles
Jeremiah
landed.
Trotter.
I watched that boy. I watched that boy Audric run out of juice with 4 weeks left in the season. Turned into a mush ball. No, I'm good. I'm good. No, sir. Listen, DV. Go back and watch the last 4 weeks of Notre Dame football. You'll see what I'm talking about. He was their offense. He was their engine. And that boy stalled out with 4 weeks left. And because I was gambling, that's how I know. I was putting my money on him. I was going in. Oh, Audrey, I'm gonna take his yards over. And that man missed 4 weeks in a row. I'm like, what's going on? He could. I don't know. I'm good. I'll take a later running back. And Audric going like second round, anyways.
So, what do you think about what Howie and Nick says about Jalen Hurts' leadership?
What you mean? I'm not sure exactly what they said.
So they basically said that just what AJ Brown said when he went to the radio station, like, people lead in their own way. Do you think that him still leading in his own way will help the team, or do you think that it's something?
What you trying to do here? Are you gaslighting me? What is going on?
Of course,
this
brother.
Is wild.
Of course, brother. I'm trying to keep the conversation good. Or do you think that he has to get off his comfort zone? Do you think that, or do you think that the 2022 Jalen leadership is more than enough for us to get back to where we were?
I mean, it obviously worked, so I can't say it necessarily isn't enough. Would I prefer him to do a little bit more in the leadership role on the field? Possibly. I mean, but it's not, like I told you before, it's not necessarily being a rah-rah guy. It's not necessarily being that. I'm not asking you to go out there and do, jumping jacks and get people up. I want him to engage with the players that he has, at least the guys you got to play on the field with. You know what I mean? I want you to just keep their spirits up a little bit. You ain't got to be like friendly. Like, I don't expect you to go walk down the sideline and find the 5th receiver on the roster and tell him he good because he dropped the pass. No, but you sitting down, you see, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's somebody close. Hey, good job, bro. You got it. Come on. Next time when we get out there, we good. You know what I mean? Hey, look, but next time he play that defense right there, go a little right, go a little left. You know what I'm saying? It's just a small thing. Just tapping your brother on his helmet and telling him he good instead of just walking to your seat, sitting down. And to me, sometimes, like, when he losing, sometimes I just feel like he be too locked in on get back. You know what I mean? Like, getting back into the game, getting back into the rhythm. What can I do to get better? And it's more like mental for him. But like, to ask him to go out there and be like screaming at people, oh yeah, you gotta get it. No, I can't expect that from Jalen Hurts. He quiet. But being a small mentor, you know what I mean? Like, the quietest guy is dangerous, but just how much impact does Jalen Hurts have, right? We know he quiet, he introverted, whatever, right? How much impact does he have when he come up and tap you on your helmet and say, hey, bro, next time, you know what I'm saying, we good. You good. You made it. Even if you made a mistake, he's just going to be like, hey, you good. Don't worry about it. We're going to run that play again and I'm going to hit you. You know what I mean? It's just like instilling some type of confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what Marcus Mariota come over and tell me. I don't care about what's our third string quarterback, Tanner McKee. Come over there and tap me on my hip. I want to hear Jalen Hurts. because that's my leader. That's who I'm looking to. That's the guy when I look back for the ball. That's the guy when, you know what I'm saying, when it's crucial moments, I believe he gonna win games. That's who I look for. So I can't ask him to go out there and be totally different. I can't ask him to go out there and be Ray Lewis. Can't ask him to go out there and be Tom Brady where he cussing people out and screaming on the sideline. No, I can't ask for that. But just you know what I'm saying, just being a little bit more in tune with your guys, being a little bit more in tune with what's going on. I mean, sometimes the quietest guy can rally the troops. I mean, so not every time. I ain't asking them like, oh, we you know what I'm saying, every week I need, Jalen Hurts, nah, but it seemed like every week you're more quiet. You know what I mean? And it seemed like, to me, maybe I looked at it from a blind perspective because they probably did amplify it. But when we was losing, looked way worse. You know what I mean? And winning does cure all. So when we was losing, it just looked worse that you wasn't engaged. You wasn't kind of rallying the troops. And I might have looked at it from a blind perspective in the moment. So I might at that moment have asked him to be Ray Lewis. But right now, I understand he's not that. But just being an inspiration. I mean, obviously you want to lead by example, but even the ones that lead by example have to give you some words so you understand what the leadership is.
I feel like it's crazy because, you know, we had a back and forth on it before. I look back at the 2022 season and I did see some of that, you know, on the sideline. We got this. They not effing with us. You know, I seen him say certain things on the sideline to engage the team, to, you know, to stay ready, get, you know, stay prepared. You know, the job not finished, you know, type time. And I feel like that, you know, they did need that. They did need that. Now, I feel like also that it's a reason why we got more than just one captain on the team. And I feel like AJ Brown said, I feel like that he's the guy that's like, yo, get me the ball. You know, I'm gonna get us back going, or, you know, I'm gonna motivate the guys to, you know, hey, you know, keep your head in the game. I feel like that's him. He's the more outgoing type of leader. Whereas though Jalen Hurts, he'll say a little bit something, you know, here and there, and you're like, all right, you know, I believe in Jalen Hurts, so I'm believing that quote that he just gave me, or I believe in what he just said to me. You know, it's not my fault, or, you know, next play, whatever. I feel like that was lost this season, past season, because they didn't have the answers. You know, last season, 2022, they had the answers. They had the answers to everything. They didn't have the answers after a loss, a major loss. So I think that's where the frustration came in, and I agree with you that Jalen Hurts is more so trying to fix it and just focus on that and shun everybody else out. Then it's like, okay, look, how can we do this? Let me look at the play that just happened that I did the interception, or it fumbled, or a player was out of place. So I feel like that, yeah, it has to be more of a connection with the team with Jalen Hurts. It don't have to be vocal, but it has to be more of a connection.
Like even the situation when remember DeAndre Swift fumbled in that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like DeAndre Swift knew, like he get up, he just looking around, and it's cool that Olamide Zaccheaus came and grabbed him. It was like, bro, you good? What? I mean, no offense to Olamide Zaccheaus, but what is his "you're good" matter?
Yeah.
You know, Jalen Hurts was less than 3 feet away. Just him being like, "Come on, bro, you got it, you good, man. Don't worry about that shit, man. Next play. When we get back out here, man, we going back for the touchdown. You know what I mean? You know we're not giving up on you. You know you good. I don't need you to have an hour speech with the man, but just
right.
Words of encouragement to anybody around sometimes could be nice. I mean, me personally, like if you was we podcast together, DV, right? And we have a discussion, right? And let's say, Vince, you mess up, and then I just be like, you know what, man, and I just start staring off into space on the podcast. I'm letting you talk. I ain't saying nothing. Man, what's wrong with bro, man? He ain't saying nothing. Come on, bro. Hey, you gotta chip in. Like come on, like what's going on? And it's like it's just the moments. Like sometimes you just need somebody to just be like, hey, somebody that you look up to, somebody that inspires you to do better. You know what I mean? Everybody don't inspire you. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like right now, I don't even know who to bring up because I don't want to bring up nobody too egregious and they cancel us. You know what I mean? But that's like the old king of hip R&B.
Okay.
Compared to having a conversation with, let's say, Michael. You know what I mean? Like at one point, yeah, that dude could have given me some inspiration, but at this point, it's like I don't want to hear you talk.
Right.
I want to hear your conversation. Like right now, you're irrelevant. What I did just now is really getting to me, and I need one of the leaders to come, not really say console, but like just come giving me that confidence that they're not upset with me because that's Jalen Hurts' team. You know what I mean? Just like when Steph Curry and Kevin Durant got together, I mean, it was just like one of those situations where Kevin Durant knew it was his team, but when Kevin Durant made a mistake, Steph went and made sure he was good. You know what I mean? It was like, hey, you straight, bro. Come on, bro. Let's get back. Next time we go back down the court, man, you're gonna score. I already know. I believe in you. And it's just sometimes you need that from the guy that don't talk.
I can see that. I
don't need you to be out there like,
right. That's not even his
I don't
character.
expect that.
That's not his character.
Yeah, I don't expect that. I expect you to say a few words and then go sit down. But I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But saying nothing, and then I look over at the sideline and you look angry, you don't look happy. You look mad. That if me, I'm like, man, he pissed off at me. Now,
but you could tell from the whole team, not just Jalen Hurts, but you could tell from the whole team that emotions on the sideline was not controlled.
Yeah, it was off. For sure.
It was
like,
not.
I didn't even see like. I really like. It felt like 2022. It was a combined like. I watched that video again where like AJ Brown and Smitty right next to Jalen Hurts and they having like a good time, and I was like trying to scroll through like to find that same type of vibe this year, and it just seemed like it wasn't there. It seemed like it was separated. It seemed like, you know what I'm saying, everybody had cliques, or you know what I'm saying, who they was with. And I think we got to get that out of the locker room. And I think it came from the coaching staff. I think a lot of it had to do with the coaching staff and what was going on, the debacle, how stuff was breaking down. And as people say, winning cures all. So when you're losing and we not unified, it's even worse. Because now we losing and we arguing.
Yeah. Speaking
I've been
of
seeing all these videos getting leaked of players fighting in the locker room. I'm like, when the Eagles gonna get leaked? Because I'd be surprised if somebody fought last year how things went.
Speaking on how like everybody's in the cliques and everything like that, and you know, it doesn't seem like everybody was engaged for each other. Nick Sirianni did break up in the presser, and I think this is the last thing. He said something about the core values. How big? Because I know they spoke heavy on that in 2022. They didn't really speak too heavy on that in 2023. How big is that for this organization just to follow that structure and then, you know, to come together and have that rapport with one another? Like, hey, I got your back, you got my back, and, you know, I'm going to follow your lead or so forth. You know, just looking at the captains for leadership and everything like that. How big is it for them to follow that those core values?
I think the core values I mean, we know what the core. We do it every year. Build from the trenches out. You know what I mean? So, I think we got to get away from the core a little bit. Just being real. I think a few of the things got to change. I think the respect on linebacker got to change. I think respect at a few positions got to be upheld. And I think running back. I think linebacker. I'm not too mad about safety. Like I told you about how I feel about Reed. I think Sidney Brown was a great pickup if he wasn't injured. So I think you got to make a move, but I don't know if you got to like. I don't think like how they say about how we like disrespected safety. I don't think we disrespect safety though. I don't. So I'm not gonna say put respect, and I think we need to address it. I
Yeah,
think
we need to
the core
address it.
values I think the core value towards linebacker and the core values towards running back is definitely necessary to be changed because not paying those guys or not putting high value on those type of players, keeping those players in house, or bringing in top talent at those positions, I think a little bit of emphasis need to be put on at least linebacker, and I think that's the other parts of the core values need to stay the same. I think we need O line. I think we need D line. So that's our core building from the trenches. I think that is obviously necessary every year to put some depth, bring in better pieces, stay 10 steps ahead. But it's like other than that, like, and I think bringing in those old, I don't know if that's part of the core, bringing those old geriatric dudes for the vet minimum, talking about they still got talent and not that that need to change. But I think definitely if you say the core values is the trenches,
Mhm.
I think we obviously gonna do that. I think that's obviously necessary to stay the same. I think it's a few things that might need to be added to the core values, maybe, which is linebacker. And I don't want to say like because I know people gonna be like, oh, Smitty said go pay a running back. Like I'm not saying like pay a running back, but how about just retain the running back that's here? I mean, it ain't got to be a revolving door every year that we bringing in a new running back to figure out if he works in the system.
Yeah,
We want to be in an RPO system. How can you keep changing running backs? The don't you got to build some type of camaraderie with the quarterback to run RPO?
and that's facts. But that's where I'm at with it, where they rely on Jalen Hurts just to bail him out so much, so quickly, that we quickly forget that Jalen Hurts is still a young quarterback, still learning. It's about what his third season starting.
Yep.
So yeah, and just going over what Fletcher Cox said. I was listening to what he said. Of course, I follow the Eagles, but at the same time, um, he still got room to grow, and I feel like the core values are something that in 2022 we believed in. 2023 they figured this out. 2024 we got to do something different. We have to. And yes, I understand that we got coordinators in here and position coaches in here that's going to try to make a difference. But as players, as the players are, they got to make a difference as well. I don't know who's going to be on the roster in 2024, but they got to come in knowing that the city ain't messing around with this team. We want to get back to the ways where as though we were consistent. We have a winning mindset to the point where our goal is to get another Lombardi, and that's where it got to be at. But it starts week in and week out. We got to take it week by week, and everybody got to be on the same mindset. It can't just be for self or anything like that. Everybody has to be willing to communicate.
Yeah, I think I don't want to get too far away from core. I think we definitely gotta figure some things out and do some things different. The league ain't the same. The league is changing. We're gonna have to step it up. And I mean, obviously we got Jeff Stoutland, so it makes it a little easier to make some of those usually hard decisions of first round linemen and stuff like that, and taking guys with higher talent because you need them to be able to perform early. With Jeff Stoutland, it makes that situation a little easier. I'm hoping the new D line coach can start making the D line decisions a little easier, DV, where he's developing guys so well, you don't have to reach to take talent in the draft. I really just think like you need to adjust how you look at linebacker. I think you need to adjust what you're willing to pay running backs. And I think you just need to be aggressive more consistently. Like, yeah, it looked like Howie was aggressive in 2023, right? But If you really look at most of the talent he grabbed, it was like guys you like. He grabbed a bunch of guys, but how many of those guys would you really look at right now and say, I need to bring them back?
Not many. I heard a lot of, not just Simone, but a lot of guys were basically saying, a lot of people, I should say, was saying to bring back Bradley Roby. I'm not too big on it. I feel like,
I mean, if you get rid of Maddox, I would keep Roby.
if you get rid of Maddox,
if Maddox is leaving, then yeah, Roby. But
I'm just hoping
if we're not keeping Roby, then I don't know. Do we have another? Well, we got what's the call it coming back from ACL, don't we? He got ACL injury too, don't he? Our slot, the backup slot. Come on, help me out.
The backup slot.
Yeah, he got hurt in the preseason.
Oh, Goodrich.
Yeah. Mario.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how they're going to feel about them. They want to put he claims that he want to put the best product out there. So
who said that?
Howie.
He got a choice. I mean, you got a dude in Vic Fangio who ain't really going for that bull jump. It's either give me the best time to put out there or don't put us out there.
And the more and more I read up on our QB coach, I feel like that I kind of trust him for the young guys. I kind of trust him with the young guys.
Who? Which the QB coach?
Yeah.
Oh, Nussmeier?
Mm-hmm. No. That's the QB coach. I mean,
you said DB coach.
Your DB coach.
Damn it.
I forgot his name.
I think I got it right here. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name. I know he's young. But I trust him with the younger guys. I think that he would be a benefit to Eli Ricks, Kelly Ringo, those type guys.
Christian Parker.
Yeah. That's an easy name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he'd be good for the younger guys. Some of the younger guys, I mean, not the younger guys, some of the older guys can help out there too. That's why I said you need some vets in here. That's why I'm not too easy to get rid of Byard so quickly. I just think that he was in situations that didn't really benefit him to the point where it's so crazy. You know how crazy last year was? Kevin Byard called the all players meeting, and he wasn't even on the team the full year. That's how crazy this season was.
Yeah, it was crazy. I just don't. I'm trying to see.
Yo, I think he is.
Oh, we got Roy Anderson too.
Where he from?
Mario Goodrich.
Where Roy Anderson from?
His last job was Minnesota.
Okay. Yeah, Goodrich. I think he Clemson.
Yeah, he at Clemson. Yeah. Says a lot. How long he been with us?
Goodrich.
He young too. Jesus.
Yeah, he's 24 years old.
Yeah. So I mean, he good depth. I don't know if he's a starter.
He's not a starter.
Yeah,
he's not a starter.
I trust him for. I trust Clemson cornerbacks for 1 or 2 games.
Yeah. He's definitely not a starter.
Yeah, we agree.
Yeah.
I know the other content creators might not, but we agree.
No, because they want other guys. They want guys in here. They would take Eddie Jackson, or those content creators would take Eddie Jackson over Byard.
You know that one content creator, but I don't really deal with him anyway, so I wouldn't care.
I'm trying to figure out who.
Oh, that boy was with the Rams? I ain't know Nussmeier was with the Rams.
Didn't he get hurt? Jigga? Gardner?
Oh, that's who I was talking about. Him.
Oh, him.
Mekhi
Gardner.
Yeah, him. Yeah, he got hurt. That's who I was talking about.
Yeah, he got hurt. Okay.
I mean, we cut Goodrich. We brought him back when Mekhi got hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, Mekhi got hurt on special teams, I believe.
Nussmeier, boy, that's crazy. I didn't know he was with the Rams.
Who? Doug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2006, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So he had. Is that Sam Bradford?
That was long sleeve. That was him.
Jesus.
That was Sam Bradford. And then he went. You said just that season?
Yeah. I'm cool with it. 2006, 2007. And then he went to Fresno State. Then he went to Washington. Then he went to Alabama, Michigan. And then he went to Florida for 2 years. Then he got picked up by Dallas. And he's been with Kellen Moore ever since.
2006. I think that was Sam Bradford.
I'm pretty sure it was. He made Sam Bradford look good. I can imagine what he made Jalen Hurts look like then.
They had Mark Bolger. That's who that was. Mark Bolger. Steven Jackson was in the backfield.
Oh, Steven Jackson went crazy, didn't he?
Yeah, he had over 1,000 yards. He had over 1,000 yards. He had 13 touchdowns.
But what did the quarterback do though?
He almost had. Yeah, the quarterback Mark Bolger had over 4,000 yards. He had 4,301 yards, 24 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He had no touchdowns though.
So they didn't have. I thought they had your boy at the time, man.
So did I.
That's both seasons, or that's just one season?
That's the one season that we're talking about. That's 2006.
No, it's 2006 and 2007 season.
Oh, 2007. So
yeah,
if I go to 2007, it started out Mark Bolger. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they got somebody else because it says with them he had 2,392 yards. Of course, Steven Jackson had over 1,000 yards again.
Somebody else had to play. They only had 2,000
they did.
yards.
That
must have been when Sam passed. That's when he passed it to Sam.
Yeah, because
bro, they backup quarterback was Gus Forte and Brock Berlin. Golly, they got some.
Yeah, that was trash.
So what year did they get Sam?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Nevertheless, him to have Mark Bolger in the end of his career, even with those type of numbers, I imagine what he could do with Jalen.
I think he'll be good with Jalen, man. I think that he's going to make Jalen, open up his arsenal a little bit more on the passing game. More quicker throws. I'm looking forward to that, and not just holding on to the ball to try to keep making a play. I feel like that can hurt us. You just got to know when to do it. But the quick throws. I think that between Kellen Moore and Doug Nussmeier, I think that they could get Jalen Hurts into a better rhythm. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I think Shane Steichen
started be asked to make some of those throws, some of those rhythm throws. I think he's gonna be asked to make some of those 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
And that's what I'm saying. And I think that would benefit us, especially because with Kellen Moore routes for these receivers, especially Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert, I feel like that you know, they're going to be coming out their route a little bit quicker. You got to get it there. You got to get it there. You can't just wait for it to try to develop. And you're putting that guys to try to get to the open field. No, you got to hit them right there.
Know, he like those whip routes too.
Yeah.
Where it look like he running out, then he just back inside. Smitty for 50. I want to see what we do with wide receiver 3. That's an interesting thing for me. Before we get into our final thoughts, like I think wide receiver 3. I think we can make some noise out there. I think we can make some. I think we can make a big pickup. I'm not saying like an expensive guy, but I think we could like more of a reliable guy. I don't know who I want yet though.
Neither do I, because a lot of people. I was looking at some Eagles content creators that they were saying like a guy like Noah Brown. They were talking about
DJ Chark.
Yeah. I remember we wanted him at one point a couple seasons ago. Yeah, it's a couple guys that I'm looking at that's not named Quez Watkins.
OBJ don't want too much money.
Yeah, I'm good on him.
Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, he's still out there.
Darnell Mooney. Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis would be crazy though.
Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown would be crazy too. That's a good fit.
Calvin Ridley.
No, he going to Kansas City, bro.
He want top dollar. That's the problem. It ain't even about where he going. That boy think he that. I don't think Michael Pittman is affordable either, and I definitely don't think Mike Evans is affordable.
No, Mike Evans. I know Kansas City was looking at him to see what they could do. I like Hollywood Brown
for sure.
I like who else you say? The one before Hollywood Brown.
Before Hollywood?
Yeah, before Hollywood.
Hold on, let me see. Scroll back down. Not DJ.
So I don't like. No.
Not OBJ. Tyler Boyd. Darnell Mooney.
No.
Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis, yeah.
Gabe.
I think Gabe Davis would be great, but I don't think he's going to drop down.
I don't like his inconsistency though.
But you're not worried about that when you got 1A and 1B.
Oh, okay. Well, he go a better list of it's a whole bunch of them. God damn. So they got Mike Evans, OBJ, Curtis Samuel, Tyler Boyd, MVS, Cedric Wilson, DJ Chark, Jamal Agnew, Paris Campbell, McCole Hardman, Randall Cobb, trash. Hollywood Brown, Calvin Ridley, Noah Brown, T. Higgins. He got tagged though.
Yeah, he got tagged.
Laviska Shenault, Marquise Goodwin. He was supposed to be an Eagle, but he sat out on us. Richie James, Olamide Zaccheaus.
See, Olamide, I will want him back if the other guys don't work out.
I don't really see. Oh, Devin Duvernay. Nah, he fast.
So Gene X should be drafted.
Golly, I got way too far down the list. I'm just looking at the options. I don't know where Howie would draft a receiver, so I don't know if it's. I don't know. I think we should though. I would prefer a drafted receiver, but I also don't know if Howie will do it. I know Howie looking for the cheap fix a little bit at some positions, and wide receiver 3 might be it.
Someone got to pay if we gotta prioritize or try to put our focus on linebacker and running back. On offense, something else got to pay. So wide receiver 3 might be it.
Depending on what the pay is. The DJ Chark, Gabe Davis, Hollywood, maybe even a Tyler Boyd.
Okay. I think Tyler Boyd would fit the mold too.
I mean, he already a wide receiver 3. I don't even know if he's cheaper. He's not even about cheaper to me, Ash. He's more about player value. If they don't mix and hit just right, like if he has a value for a player and you have a value for yourself, if it doesn't meet how he wants it to meet, you did.
So what you trying to say is Olamide coming back?
I ain't gonna. It depends on like what is. Let me see what Hollywood asks. What's his market value? Nah, you definitely not coming here. You want they got him at 14.8.
Yeah, he high.
Yeah, they got Calvin
And
Ridley
I ain't
probably
talking
even
about
higher. They got Calvin Ridley at 17 million.
yeah. But see, like I said, they need him. Kansas City need him.
Dang, yeah, Olamide coming back at this value. They got that
That's what
boy
I'm
at
saying.
less than 3 million.
That's what I said. So you think Olamide is going to be it?
I just
bring
don't
Olamide
know,
back.
man. Yeah, I definitely want him back. I just don't know if it's. I don't know,
Because now you got two receivers, probably not like Devontae Smith, but you got Olamide that you could scheme open in Kellen Moore's offense. That you would get that 500 yards.
I want to chase Claypool, but I see he don't
Mm,
got no work ethic.
no, I think that's why a lot
That
of
makes me
teams quit on him.
mad.
The Bears quit on him too.
And they don't even have a market value for him. That's crazy.
Mm-mm. His market value is me.
His market value is big mid.
That's what I'm saying.
What about Braxton Berrios?
Nah, I'm good.
Why you don't like Braxton? What's wrong with Braxton Berrios?
I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm saying that wide receiver 3 is supposed to be that guy that I think we wanted Quez to be before Quez start, doing dumb stuff. I think that game where he had that touchdown, I think it was against the Vikings in 2022. I think that's what we wanted. But then also in 2022, we got the Quez that, caught the pass, tried to make a move, and then fumbled. We need a guy that's just going to, catch the ball when his number is called. We don't need a guy like that.
Nah, Braxton. I mean, I don't know. He like a little slot guy. I think he'll work in the scheme. I'm just looking at guys that work in the scheme at the moment, to be honest. And I don't see too many. I mean, it's gonna come down to probably Oz and the drafted receiver, to be honest, with Law. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Quez out here. They don't even got a market value for Quez.
Yeah, Quez market value. Quez market value is
Low.
arena football.
UFL, UFSL.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's his market value. He about to be over there with
now he think he that man. That man came to the game with a whole outfit with his pictures on it. He crazy. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, he said he was going to show us. He showed us the same thing.
He did.
He
did. You know what I thought was hilarious? The funniest thing I've seen all season is when he scored a touchdown against the Giants, and it was the last game, and he was basically doing this to the fans. I died laughing because I'm like, yo, it's the last game. Like you really didn't do nothing this whole season, and you didn't show us anything, and now you want to say keep talking? Like, no.
Well, they have the right to keep talking, buddy. You didn't do anything. What the world?
Quez is horrible, man. He's ridiculous.
Man, hey man, we at the 2 hour and 45-minute mark, man. But we want to appreciate the people, man. Being monetized, being able to do this thing, every week, every time we get an opportunity to reach out to y'all, man, and have communication with y'all about what's going on with our team. It's always fun. It's always entertaining. Y'all make it feel like home, man. I thought this was gonna be way harder than it was, man. But to meet all the good people, man, that support us week in, week out. Even with bro business when he was running the shirts and stuff, people reaching out and getting the shirts. We appreciate that. We appreciate the super chats tonight. we appreciate y'all tapping in even without the bread. You know what I mean? Just hitting us up on Twitter. Sometimes I get little free things in my inbox that, you know, I might have not seen, and give me an opportunity to get some content. So we appreciate y'all coming out every week, man. Any last word for the people, bro, before we get up out of here?
I'm the same as you, man. You know, monetize. You know, people that know me. I lost my channel, bounced back in a big way, got monetized due to, you know, promotions and things like that. So I just want to thank y'all for supporting us do anything that we're on. You know, Bars of Bird Street, the Aftermath, Inside the Nets, our Saturday show. Just me doing recordings. I am going to start doing lives again. Just stay tuned for that. And like I said, I get memberships, super chats. Both of us get super chats. And you know, just the more and more you support, the more and more we can do for you guys, just to honor you guys, such as, you know, giveaways and things like that. So, you know, I just can't say that enough. So at the end of the day, man, it's all about you guys, and you know, we're just going to keep bringing the fire videos, the fire lives, and you know, you're going to get the good takes. You're going to get the good takes from us. What's going on, man? You could just do us a justice, the last comment, and just subscribe to both channels. I know you on Twitter, so you know, just subscribe to both channels. But you know, we on our way out, so you know, that's all I got.
Y'all know what it is, man. Until next time.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy King DV, and I'm with my co-host Smitty. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's love, man.
Time for A.J. Brown. Michael Carter II.
They don't know Jalen Hurts like we know Jalen Hurts. They
was hanging on to Jalen Hurts.
Until next time, man, y'all know what it is.